Don't you pat me, patronize me.
The link's always just to the channel, right?
Yeah, it's just you post it onto the channel, it'll go.
Well, no, to the Twitch channel, I mean.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why.
Let's keep it off camera. Or maybe not.
Plug
Off
in
screen.
properly.
We're gonna stream to
Gonna take a minute for that to bump up.
No, you got it. Oh, is this yours?
Get a sound check real
Sorry
quick.
about that. No, you're fine. I'm just like, I don't want
Oh no, you're
to be
totally.
forgotten.
No, you're totally fine.
Somebody pull up Twitch and do a sound check for me just to see if we're sounding alright.
Get it?
Especially me.
Hello, world.
Oh yeah, since the mic is a little bit further from you.
Yeah, Mike's a bit far. I'm gonna speak loudly.
Mark's a
I
bit.
mean, we could just move it back.
Because okay,
You sound fine.
sounds fine. Yeah, sounds fine. All right.
I mean, there's an echo because of that, so.
Now it's in the chat, so I will always remember how to say that it's Carrick Station. Because I kept forgetting the stinking name last time.
You could have asked. That's what I'm here for. Oh, alrighty. Well, before I get started, what's up, nerds, and welcome back to Starships and Sarlaccs.
Yeah!
Woo!
I am Austin, the Dungeon Master for this campaign. Here with Mercedes
Hi.
and Morgan
Hi!
and Paul
That's me.
and Alex
Hello.
and Brent
Hello.
and Shayla, who's off screen, and Spencer and Lindsay and Cadence. She doesn't talk yet. And welcome.
He is very focused on Spencer's computer.
Yes. Thank you for everyone who's joining us. Thank you for our first follower for the night, DB2DP. Just got a follower just now. Thank you for following us.
Is that your mom, really? I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm glad to have
Oh my
another
gosh,
follower.
that's
I'm
awesome.
fine with it. We're almost to
Welcome to
our.
the channel.
We are currently almost to our current goal of 30 followers on the road to getting 50 followers on the road to affiliate.
Woo!
Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Thank you to everyone who's joining us at this moment and who will be joining us later in the session. And let me I got a couple things to make sure of, just to make sure everything's fine. There's the chat. I'll move that a bit over so we can have a nice little thing going there. Actually, I'm going to move this. I've got two screens going right now, so I might swap back and forth between you guys and that. So, as of now, we are about to get started back in, and just another reminder for those of you who may not know and have been following us for around,
Wow.
for the last 6 seconds. For those who might have been following us for a while, we are going to be participating in Thankmas this this year. The Thankmas charity streams that put on by Jacksepticeye and many others. We will be participating in that, hopefully to help meet the goal of 10 million. And we have currently got a couple of basic donation goals. Our first goal is just $100, just to see if we can make that over the course of the day. We plan to be streaming for most of December 11th, which is the day it will be happening. First goal is $100. Second goal is $500. If we reach that, we will do another long time coming Honest Novus episode, which we will refer to as Thickmas. It will be a second Thick Water episode. If you have not seen that, go check out our channel on YouTube, the Nerd Herd 90s.
Please do, it's hilarious.
One of our very first videos we uploaded was Cooking with Thick Water. We will be taking a sequel at that as Thickmas, doing a Christmas-themed Thick Water extravaganza. And then our final goal is $1,000 as of this moment, in which Alex and I will wax our legs in another video as part of if we can make it to that
Regretting
goal.
my potential. No, I'm just kidding.
As of right now, our plan for Thankmas is to do some games. Right now, we have recently finished the main storyline of Shadow of War. We are in the epilogue, which is the Shadow Wars, which we will be hopefully being able to do on stream, just as a kind of a final cap to the Shadow of War, which has been our longest running series on the channel, and one we've enjoyed doing immensely. We also plan to do games like Golf with Your Friends, because a lot of us have that. Thank you, B. Bella Bear, for following us this very minute.
Hi, Isabella!
We appreciate you being here. So hopefully we'll do some Shadow of War, some golf with your friends. We'll have other ideas coming in the next couple of weeks. We will keep you guys posted on that. We're very much looking forward to it. Is there anything else we need to discuss, talk about?
Announcements.
Do we have any merch? Laura?
I mean,
Laura meaning me.
I was gonna say, you would be the Laura Bailey of our group.
I suppose
at some point.
I will say this, Morgan, if you wouldn't mind working with Mercedes here after this. Mercedes has her Redbubble account up.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of different things on there, a lot of different
A
designs.
lot? I have a few.
That's a lot. You have more than 10. That's a lot.
I have 11.
She has designs up on Redbubble. They're
They're-
super cute, super fun. Some of them are like role-playing themed. She's got
Yes,
D20s.
I have a couple D20 role-playing ones.
She's got lots of cute designs up there, and it would
What's
if-
the red bubble?
It's Scribbly Pixie.
Scribbly Pixie.
It's just it's pencil with pixie wings.
Little pixie wings.
So
And it's up there on
Yay.
Redbubble for if anybody would like to look at and buy some little art from her. That would be amazing, and we would appreciate you
even
for
if
it.
it's just a sticker.
Even if it's just a sticker, it'd be
Like
great.
honestly,
Is Scribbly Pixie one word or two words?
it's one word.
One word. Scribbly Pixie, one word. Yeah, I think
What
that's all we've got for tonight.
As a sooner or later we'll get some merch ideas.
It depends on if we grow.
Yeah, but still.
And
it'll
now
help.
we will commence with tonight's episode of Starships and Sarlaccs.
Ah.
Roll the
Yeah.
theme music that we do not have.
Yep.
Starships and
Sarlaccs.
Get on it.
Are you a song?
There it
Yeah,
is now.
There it is now.
Laura Bailey and Sam Riegel.
Laura Sam.
do.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
it's
Ethan.
one word.
I guess
It's
That was
one word.
the disclaimer.
Hmm?
That was-
It's one word
Oh, Scribbly Pixie.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on, we got a little.
without a gap.
Hang on,
Oh,
we've
gotcha.
got. Okay, sorry, we just
Oh,
dropped
gotcha.
the
It's
stream
okay.
for a second.
No.
Hopefully everything's all right. Okay, so
We're okay.
yes, everything's fine. I just noticed we went frozen for a second on the stream.
Oh no,
We're back. So
frozen.
when last we left off, the crew of the Stargazer had finished their
But I might.
their missions on Terrace, the former Eucamenopolis, that is now
Try to say that 5 times fast.
fun word, that is now a wasteland of destroyed buildings and weird creatures. They made their way through the planet, encountering many things, taking missions, and eventually wound up in the service of a being named Oranos Zalo, a human man, who has tasked their services with ending a mission started by his former apprentice named Zermalin, working with a leader of the Exchange, whose name is Raymond Black. They then retrieved their own ship. They called the Stargazer, the X-70B Phantom model, and they made their way over the course of 20 days through hyperspace to the core, where they would then arrive at Carrick Station and the Republic fleet in order to continue the next leg of their journey before Oranos got back to them with more information. As such, they had some interesting interactions, I meant to say, during flight, during hyperspace. In one such interaction, Byra, Mercedes' character, and Ravri, Shayla's character, who shared a room together, Byra felt through her connection to the Force that Ravri was having a nightmare, and in attempting to rouse her from her disturbed sleep, was stabbed in the face. Not in the face, but in the chest.
In the face.
Stabbed in the chest by
In the
Ravri.
chest.
That'd have been so much worse.
Stabbed
Oh,
in
I'd
the
be
chest
dead.
with a natural 20 on with a knife.
I'm trying to write something down. Do you
It
mind?
was minimal damage. It was only like 5 points of
It wasn't a
damage.
lot of
But
damage.
of all the times to roll a natural
All
20,
the times. However,
It's the closest thing we got to combat.
this is true. So they had a couple of interactions. Kota and Myra attempted to teach Kota how to do yoga, how to center himself. Didn't go over too well. Asdepeus left a credit on Kota's pillow, a single credit.
Just one.
and now
And-
I believe in the credit fairy.
The credit for it.
I left a tooth on your pillow.
He doesn't know. He doesn't understand the Force, but he believes in the credit fairy.
Yep.
Yep.
And
The Force isn't willing to pay me. Credit ferry.
Oranos is willing to pay you.
I actually really like that.
And after this 20 days in hyperspace, they arrive back at the Republic fleet, and there's a plane flying by. I hope it's not on the microphone.
I can always mute.
That's fine. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
They arrived at the Republic fleet at Carrick Station, and after a little bit of talking with a Lieutenant Jack Porkins, Asdepeus gave his own personal clearance code for the fleet, sort of revealing his affiliation with the Republic Navy. They landed at Dock 327 and sort of split up. A couple stayed on the ship, including Dex and Aetaf, who stayed on the ship. And the rest of the crew went to talk to an Ithorian mechanic named Boomy and his Petrolean assistant Turk, and talk about the process of getting the ship upgraded. However, they realized perhaps Dex should have come with them, as he is the ship's captain. And so they Skyped in Aetaf and Dex.
I had to keep going.
As
Dex!
discussions ensued, and I would like to make an apology and a correction, because I remembered and sort of misinterpreted the rules on one thing, and I wanted to bring this by you, Spencer, because you were kind of the chief negotiator here. I was going to give you, one of the things was thrusters, which increases your dexterity. However, you wanted a faster ship, right? You wanted more movement speed.
Yes.
So I was wrong. In order to do that, you would need a reactor. So strength is the modifier that determines your ship's speed. Dexterity determines your turning speed.
Well, we want a reactor anyway, don't we?
Well, you were going.
That's a power core that we were talking about.
Reactor, power core are technically different things in this. So a reactor would it would cost the same thing. So we can just say it was a reactor if you wanted up the strength, or if you wanted up the dex. Still, it would decrease your turning speed if you get an extra modifier.
Dex makes it easier to turn.
Yeah.
Strength makes us faster.
Yes.
Both are great.
And upping your constitution is a detriment to that. So the way it works is turning speed is basically a calculation with your dex minus your constitution. So basically, the bulkier your ship is, the harder it is for it to go fast and to turn. So upping your constitution allows you to expand more. Like you're full up on suites right now. So if you wanted another suite, you would have to add on to your constitution modifier, but it would then make your ship a little slower.
I thought you meant candy for a moment.
I really did too, actually, not gonna lie.
If you want extra sweets, Coda, you have to behave.
So, Austin, with these upgrades, is it just like a +1 upgrade to it? So like our
yes,
score goes up by 1?
Yeah, it's a +1 upgrade, and these are just like basic stuff. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm just gonna let's just do Dex right now, because we would need to buy 2 things of thrusters to make our speed go up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think the idea was we were gonna go do some bounties once our ship was upgraded to get more money to upgrade the ship further.
Yes.
So we can just revisit a reactor or 2 reactors upgrades if we need to when we come back.
Yeah, that's also, and there was also the talk of when you actually get enough credits to upgrade your ship to tier 2, that does increase ability scores like an ability score improvement. So you could add 2 onto strength or 1 onto 2 others. That sort of thing.
Then yeah, I think the tier upgrade is still going to be our best bet.
Okay,
so
cool.
We'll stick with the thrusters because a little better turning speed I think is going to be great too.
Yes.
Turning speed would be nice. I also discovered, because again there's so much stuff here. You would have used 20 units of fuel and will now need to pay 2,000 credits to get your ship refueled to maximum. Basically, 1 day of travel in hyperspace or in real space travel is the equivalent of 1 unit of fuel. Your ship holds 30 units of fuel as a medium starship.
Dex will just pay that.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, mark that down.
2,000 you said?
2,000, yes.
Hey, will you do me a favor?
Is that you with an arm?
You upgrade my credit count? Because writing with her is not very easy. Right there.
Finally found that. Donating plasma is great because I can just scroll through this stuff on my phone and try to find it. So,
Thank you.
you guys had discussed a number of upgrades you want, or modifications you wanted on your ship. A number of you offered to help. Shayla, you had left, and Ravri had left as well. Did you want to do the thing we discussed as Ravri left, or in a later time this session?
Later time in the session.
Later time this session. Brent, you had your hand up.
Oh, I was one of the people that were staying to help.
Yeah, in total we had 9. I believe it was Dex. Aetop, I remember, said would help with the Force.
I did.
You said you would help.
I think I did too.
I specifically said I would not help.
That's fine. Did you say
We
you were
don't
going to
need
help?
your
Or
I
did you?
don't think I did.
Okay, that's fine. If you wanted to
I'm watching-
jump in, that's totally fine.
We don't need your
I'm watching
chaotic
Dota.
Spencer's threatening you, by the way.
Oh, I know.
So in all total with 9, we determined it would take 12 days total to add in all these modifications, which is not that bad. It would have taken at least double that time. Excuse me. So, but however, before you get to that, Boomy so kindly led you along on Carrick Station's. Hang on, let me pull up the map. On the lower right ring, on the outer ring, over to a. I'm pulling up. I still have things I need to pull up here. Had led you over to a weaponsmith / salesman named Dward, a Weequay individual, with an Irish accent.
Yes.
Lord.
And so, last we had left off, actually, Kota said he wanted a sonic rifle. Was that correct? Is that what you wanted? A sonic rifle, my good fishy friend?
Aye.
Sonic rifle, alright, let me go take a look at this. Sonic rifle, yes, ammunition, reload 12,
I
200.
believe it's 200 credits.
It's very much not, my friend. I'm so sorry to.
I believe it's 200 credits.
I think
Oh,
this
here
one's
we go.
funny. He thinks takes me for a fool. I know I'm not very common around this station. Some of my people are a bit more on the chaotic side of things, but I'm a reasonable individual, and you know what? Make a persuasion check for me.
I love how I just say one line. And
I'm just trying to determine their reaction to you.
Persuasion,
It is persuasion.
you
Yeah, so these
said? I rolled a 7. So
Seven.
that's a 6.
That's a 6. All right. You know what? You seem like a well-intentioned individual, but
Oh yeah, which is why I'm buying a gun.
obviously, but it's a sonic one, so it's not that dangerous. It's still decently dangerous, I suppose.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm trying to run a legitimate business here. It's not very easy to get this sort of thing up and running, especially on a Republic military installation. So I will have to ask for the full cost of 800 credits if you wish to buy a sonic rifle.
Do you have 800 credits?
I'm sorry, I was up for a little bit.
Yes, but not for this.
Okay, here you go.
There's a stretch.
800 credits. Thank you, my dear friend. And he will go to the rack of weapons on the wall. He'll pull off. He'll look around. It's this. There it is. And he'll get up this ladder and climb and grab this sonic rifle. And
Before he hands it, he's gonna go up and just be like, I have a question.
yes, of course. What can I do for you? Fine, Master Jedi.
He's gonna kind of like sneak by just to kind of like cut him off a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
does this thing have a safety?
Yeah, all of my Republic military standards, I have to have safeties on all my weapons, otherwise I get in big trouble.
Good.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Master Jedi. You will.
We're going to be there alone.
Thank you. Can I take off the safety switch?
No, not here. What, Brent? Did you say something?
Is it just those two at the shop?
Boomy led all of you there, unless some of you wanted to go elsewhere. He did also mention another shop run by an individual named Val and her brother Sola that does clothing and armor.
Oh yeah, I think we were gonna
But
go
most of
here
you said
first.
Dward, so
Yeah.
we went to. Unless anyone wanted to go somewhere else.
I was gonna.
No,
go
I just
here.
couldn't quite remember where we left off.
No
He
problem.
needs a new dress.
The droid.
Really pose.
GP needs a new prom dress.
Yeah.
I feel pretty...
Not a new prom dress, but I could use an upgrade to my sword.
An upgrade.
Beep beep.
What are you looking for, my fine droid friend?
something to make the weapon more punishing.
More
As it
punishing.
were.
Looking to deal some more damage then. Alright, let me...
Maybe be a little more accurate.
more. You want accuracy or damage? I can do one or the other, basically.
Specifically accuracy.
Accuracy. Alright, well, let me go into my little database here. And ensure I've got the right stuff for you, my friend. Pardonnez-moi, I am hiccuping. And yes, I know I'm Irish. Alright, let's see here.
We got somebody from Seattle.
Yes, we do.
Hello from Seattle. Well, thank you for joining from Seattle. I appreciate you being here. Let me go take a look here.
Cyanotic space.
I don't.
Alright, let me go take a look at my stuff here. Alright, so you're looking for your sword, correct? You got a vibro sword there.
Yeah.
Alright, so that would be light weapon, vibro weapon. That would probably be, let's see, armor, blaster, clothing, focus, light weapon, shield, vibro weapon. Here we go. A grip, so I could enhance your grip. Which, a basic grip enhancement is just, what, you thinking for a +1 or are you thinking a little higher?
+1 is fine.
+1. I would say that's running you up about, we'll call it 300 credits for a basic grip enhancement. It would take me a little bit of time to get this done, because I also do modify weapons here. I also sell modification parts for weapons. So that would be about 250, did I say 250?
Yes.
I said 250 credits for a grip modification. I would do that
Yes,
over...
of course.
It would take me roughly maybe a couple hours to do it, just to make sure the weapon is still intact fine.
Could you also modify my sonic rifle?
Oh, what do you want on it?
The switch modification.
This, oh, you've got a switch modifier. Oh, that's a lovely little piece of modification there. That
Do
would
you
be...
need the ion blaster for it as well?
Well, I mean, well, they both do the exact same type of damage, so I don't think...
It's ion sonic.
I believe it's different type of damage.
Oh, you have an ion blaster. I was
Yeah,
looking-
yeah.
Yes, I could indeed, actually. A sonic rifle, I could, in fact, do that. It would be a bit tricky. I could take the ionic charge inside your pistol. I wouldn't be able to it would render the pistol useless.
That's fine.
Alright, well, because you're supplying me with that, I could mark that about, we'll call that 400 credits.
But his was 250.
Well, it's much simpler modification just to have a grip. It's literally just changing the grip to make it a little bit
You
more...
just put the sonic with
Well, the pistol and the rifle, if you don't notice, have very different barrel lengths, and you're asking specifically for me to take the ionic charge out of the blaster in order to put it in the rifle, and
I
then as
don't
well as
see
the
a
switch.
difference.
Of course you don't.
But okay, 400 credits it is.
Well, 400 credits for you, my good friend.
Give me bankrupt.
Alright,
I also have a request of you, my friend.
and what is that, might I ask?
Our friend, the captain, requested that I look for a dark vision scope for him.
Dark vision scope. Is that a thing?
I assume it is.
You know what? I could make that a thing. It would be quite expensive.
That's what I thought.
'Cause you look at, I mean, it's something that I could. The best I could do is maybe what's the word here? What's the word? Infrared or something like that. I'm not too good with words, so it's not quite the same as like certain beings who can see in the dark really well, but it would enhance that ability. It would make it so that he can see
Blind sight?
things. I'm referring to dark vision specifically.
Oh,
Are you thinking more dark vision or like night vision, Spencer?
I mean,
Or
I don't know what you flavorly call it as. What I'm looking for is specifically, I'm looking for like something that so I can see in the dark.
Yeah, I'm basically
Okay.
flavoring it as a sort of like infrared.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Okay, then yeah.
Is that the
Yeah.
word on infrared?
Infrared, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
But yeah, just I'm looking for something that so that we don't have to light up the room so the sniper can shoot.
Yeah, that's a bit more expensive. I'd have to fabricate that. It would be very interesting. I'd probably price that at about 600.
I mean, let's be honest, Spencer. The room's gonna be lit up already through my grenades.
Oh,
so.
gosh.
But only temporarily, my friend.
I'm a sniper. Sometimes we want me to do the first shot before the grenades come.
Possibly.
I'm gonna quickly calm him. Dex, how does 600 credits sound?
Sounds good. Dex will pay it.
You know,
Alright.
Okay.
600?
600, yeah.
I guess since I'm here, I'll pay, and he can just pay me back.
It's an easy exchange of credits. It's like Venmo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I can transfer you the credits.
Okay.
Yeah, you can transfer credits, and you have to include like a little emoji of a scope. Because you have to include a reason why you're transferring money.
Exactly.
Alright,
You
well,
have to
yeah,
leave
I
a
have to spend
comment
some
for the
time on
bird.
that one, but it's definitely doable. Right, that's,
Okay.
that's very interesting. I've never had a request like that before, so I'm looking forward to that challenge. Any more requests? Yes, Master Jedi.
This is more a question for you.
Okay.
Would he do my lights? Because I have the disarming mod for my lightsaber. Would
Yes.
he be the one I talk to for that, or do I talk to somebody else?
You
'Cause
can
I
talk
don't,
to
I don't
her.
know.
She's an artificer.
She can work. She can work on your lightsaber if you want.
That's fair. That's actually a good point.
I have the tools to do it.
Okay, cool. I'll just wait. I'll talk like later. I'll find a time and
Okay,
I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Then.
I actually hadn't thought of that.
I know. I
should
totally
have.
forgot. I know. I didn't even think about that either. I totally forgot.
Heck,
I
should-
didn't either, so I'm
I'm
glad
sure you
you
could even
remembered.
ask. I'm sure you could even ask your master if you wanted to.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure about. That's why I was
Yeah.
like,
I was just kind of thinking it would be him, but I was also thinking maybe in hindsight he wouldn't know how to work a lightsaber.
I know. That's why I was wondering. I was like, I don't know. Okay, perfect.
I
Thank you.
also do other things. He's gonna look at you because he noticed you have a wrist pad. If you'd like, I could make a little modifications on your wrist pad, make your ability, like your. Hang on, I'm trying to think of trying to make your skills a little bit more potent. If you'd like, it of course costs credits, but it's possible.
What sort of modifications?
I could, if you. What powers do you have, or do you have currently?
Like tech powers,
Yeah,
or
what tech powers do you currently have loaded?
I have a few.
I'm just trying to. Well, just name a couple of them. Just to me, not like in character. Just.
Oh yeah, okay. Echo Blast, Tri-Shot, Flame Sweep, Shocking Ray, Frequency Scan, Greater Energy Shield.
Okay.
Greater Energy Shield is the one that I added when we leveled up.
Okay, that's fine. Don't forget, you can switch out your powers. Okay.
And I have.
I would say because you took Sonic. What was it called? What was the word? Sonic Blast, Sonic Boom. What was it?
Dark something.
Shocking Ray.
Shocking Ray. Okay, I'd say you have a little thing on your arm that like has a little electric motor on it. And it's like I can make it so that your electric ray there is a little bit more either accurate or a little bit more hurty.
Okay.
Just adding. I can improve your wrist pad's processor or your motherboards, or allow you to do a couple more modifications to it, just to make things a little more potent.
Okay.
If that's something you wanted.
How much will it run me?
Well, let's see. As a basic modification, that would be around 400 credits.
I'll take it.
Alright. Actually, no. No, I'm sorry. My apologies. That would be more like 300 credits.
Okay.
What are you looking for? Are you looking to become a little more accurate, or to?
Accurate would be nice. Yes. I don't know. Just have greater effects, I suppose. I'm slipping into your Irish accent. Dang it.
Don't do it.
I know.
It'll take time for either of those. They will cost separately, so
That's fine.
I could start with one and then do another, whichever you prefer first.
Which ones would he enhance? You
Well,
said-
basically because of just the way this system works, it's actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do it all as one because I think that's dumb. I'm just plus one to attack rolls and saving throws.
For all of them, or
I'm
just
just
certain
gonna.
ones?
It's done separately, and I think that's a little dumb. So I'm just gonna do it all in one.
Oh, well, thank you.
So Brent, I'm just gonna say you will get plus one to attack and damage.
I was fully prepared to take that -1 to damage.
Oh,
So
that's
I
right. Where are
appreciate
those?
that.
Okay, yeah, that's another thing I keep losing track of because it does say that is a thing, isn't it?
Which grip did you tell me it was?
just gonna keep
Well, that's the thing. I keep losing track of everything, so I don't know where. It's like I know where to look, but I also don't know where to look at the same time.
Yeah, the basic grip that I'm looking for is the Concord grip.
Moon.
It's a +1 to attack rolls and
Okay.
a -1 to damage.
Okay, so I guess you know what? I'll go with the rules. So let me go find this real quick. Where do you find it?
I just did enhanced items and then searched grip.
Here we go. So contoured grip, is that what you're looking for?
Yep.
Okay, so let me go back and change this up a little bit. So actually, give me 1 second.
Looks very concerning.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so real quick, I am going to make some quick, because I was always losing track of things, I'm going to make some quick modifications. Lindsay,
Yes, hi.
your force focus generator is only +1 to attack rolls, not to saving throws as well.
Okay, I think I had that correct.
Okay, so the grip, yes, for Brent would be a +1 to attack, -1 to damage. So Morgan.
Yes, I had that correct, I think.
So Morgan, I could give you a +1 to save DCs, but would also do a -1 to attack rolls, or
Vice versa.
vice versa, basically.
+1. What's the other one?
So basically, it's a +1 because the thing is, the way this is working is I can give you a +1 to DC or a +1 to attack rolls, but that also I'm sorry, I'm being confusing. +1 to attack rolls, -1 to DCs, or +1 to DCs, -1 to attack rolls. So getting both of them is kind of sort of useless because it just cancels each other out.
Okay.
How my foot?
I'll do +1 to DC and -1 to attack.
Okay, +1 to DC. So that is
Blue.
that is a motherboard.
I wrote it down.
I'm gonna get the Accutronics
Yeah, it's okay.
motherboard.
Yeah, I have all the green and blue.
You won't have it just yet, but you'll have it at the end of this time period.
Okay.
And yes, I would. Unfortunately, Blue Neptune Hunter is not born yet.
I said that already.
I know. I'm just making a visual. This is 3,000 years before. Jango Fett has not been born either. So, unfortunately,
I got 3 people ganging up on me.
The
What the
Bad
heck?
Batch.
Shayla!
Bad Batch cannot be here, as unfortunate as that is.
Good
job. Bad Batch really is the good batch, if you know what I mean.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Yeah. By the way, chat.
Sorry, go ahead.
By the way, chat. How are we sounding? Is everyone sounding all right? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, in between, sort of deal. Just from your perspective, you guys are hearing more of this. Thumbs up from our gamers. I'll let chat handle that as they get to it. Anyway, so you're gonna take that. Is
Just
there
know my
any other either weapons or modifications or upgrades that people would like to install on their weaponry?
Can I get some grenades?
Grenades? How many are you looking at? What kind?
Well, I need at least 3 frag grenades, 2 plasma, 1 flash, maybe a couple corrosion mines, and that's it.
Wow, you're really going
Holy
for a lot
moly.
here, my friends.
For 4th of July.
I always forget. Why does it not tell me how much these okay, why is it not telling me how much grenades cost? I remember we decided this.
That should be under equipment. I know it's in the player's handbook.
Well, the thing is, it's not under equipment. It's equipment, not weapons. I mean,
Sam!
weapons, not equipment.
Hi, Sam.
There we go.
So the frag grenades should be 100 each.
Where's frag grenade?
We're getting more common.
It's fragmentation
Good.
grenade.
Fragmentation grenade. I don't know why I didn't see it. That's 100. Yes. So just give me. So how many frag grenades?
So 3 frag.
That'll be 300 credits.
And 2 plasma.
2 plasma grenades. That will be. Oh gosh, math. 250 credits.
250, so that's 550.
550 credits. Yes.
And they did say they could hear us okay.
I saw that. Thank
2
you.
flash grenades.
2 flash grenades. That's expensive. That's 700 credits.
Yes. So that's 1,200 right there.
Mm-hmm.
No, 13?
13.
You worry me, Kota.
And
For
then-
real here.
2 corrosive mines.
2 corrosive mines.
Yes, which are 425 each.
9 corrosive, yes they are. So that's 850.
Which is 2,000.
1,150.
That one. Thank you.
Roll a persuasion check.
Did you tell me
Okay.
300 credits?
Yes.
15.
Right. And you know what? You've been
That one.
fair. You've been fair. A bit demanding, but fair.
I've been very fair.
I'll knock that down to an even 2,000.
Thank you very much.
Okay, 1740.
You've been a fair customer.
Oh, dear.
Any other? Has Ravri returned, by the way, Shayla? Or was the step out just like step out into the hallway?
Depends on how things go.
Okay. Paul is making that voice, Blue Neptune.
I get the feeling
That's
she's
Kota.
watching maybe
Very
instead of-
soon, by the way,
or
people,
listening
we
instead of
will
watching.
have character art of our
Yes!
individual characters.
I'm very excited for it.
She said, of
for
course
to
it
show
is.
you, and so you may have a good visual of each of our characters and who's playing whom.
Hey.
All right.
And they look awesome so far.
Any other requests? So Ravri's not there. No, Ravri's not there. Any other requests? Do you have anything? You could upgrade your bolas. That is a thing you can do.
Didn't I already do that?
You just bought bolas. You can have them enhanced.
Hold on. Did I
You
do that
basically, let's see, what's the normal bolas? You go to equipment.
Normal bolas are just a dex check, which is 13.
I've got so many grenades.
I've got so many
one? You scare me.
bolas.
He
So
scares
it's
everybody.
normal is a DC 13 dexterity
Yeah,
check.
that's what I said.
I can, I think it's fine. I can make it, so basically you can upgrade it to be a DC 14, and a little bit more of AC.
How much is that going to cost?
I would call that, that's pretty basic, we'll call that 300.
300?
How many bowls do you have?
I have 10.
10? Okay.
He's looking a little bit
Actually,
more
so
than...
now bowls are easier because they're smaller.
That's what I
300 is
was
a bit
going to say.
excessive. We'll call it 300 total then. 30 credits each.
Okay. I think
The
I
bolas aren't that difficult.
So, it would take it to 14? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the AC would then become 14, or the DC would then become 14. It does not increase their damage. I don't. Well, no,
No.
they don't do damage. I'm
They
thinking
don't do
of your
damage.
Electrobaton. You could also upgrade your Electrobaton. I think that is a thing.
I don't have a pencil. Thank you. I
Actually,
I got
don't-
you.
well,
misplaced it.
I thought you could upgrade your Electrobaton.
Um,
Electrobaton. Maybe I'm wrong.
You should probably just put the regular modifications on it.
Yeah, you could just modify Electrobaton normally. But if you wanted to do your bolas or Electrobaton, you could.
I will need that back. I haven't done anything yet, because... okay.
Up to you, whichever one you want.
What kind of upgrade could I do for my Electrobaton?
I could give you an increase on its damage. I could also, I noticed because it is a
It
shocking.
only does 1d4.
Yes,
that's
however,
right
it
now.
does have the potential to do extra. I could increase the shocking property. I could increase the shocking property, make it a bit more hurtful. Let me make sure I'm getting everything correct here. Really? Doesn't? What? Interesting.
Did you break it?
No.
You broke it.
I've got so many windows open, it's not even funny.
Did you break it? You bought it.
equipment.
What you making?
King? No?
What you making?
Interesting.
I should have given us to pay us in Jamaica.
Once again, thank you for everyone who's in attendance for us tonight. I
Yes,
could
thank
upgrade.
you.
So basically, I can make it. I can up the DC for the shocking property and give it an extra 1d4.
So 2d4
Yes.
instead.
Well, so no. The baton itself does 1d4 damage, but then it has the shocking property where if they get hit, they have to make a dexterity saving throw, and then they get extra lightning damage and become shocked. So I can increase the. Actually, no. Let's choose one or the other. I can increase the DC or increase the lightning damage.
I didn't know it did. I guess I didn't know that it did lightning damage.
We've had it do lightning damage.
Okay.
It does kinetic, and then the DC for shocking 13 does lightning damage.
Maybe you can help me here.
What?
Just look at it here, because I might have written some stuff that's a
Okay,
little
we
bit
didn't.
confusing. Because we didn't fix some things. Sorry.
That's good.
The layout was a little bit confusing.
So as to pay us, do you like to eat fish?
Okay, so
Trick question. It's a trap.
so everything's basically fine. It's just that the electric baton has a property called shocking. where
That sounded
if you hit
really
them in an
weird.
attack, you have a DC that they can
Have
roll
you ever
against
had a
being
fish?
shocked, and if they fail, they take extra 1d4 lightning damage and then
great
You know that's not what I
I
mean.
can
That's
upgrade the
actually a great
DC
question.
or upgrade the amount of extra damage.
I mean, I am a fish. We were both fish.
Let's up the DC.
Up the DC, okay, so I can up
Yeah.
to 14, that'll be 250.
Moon said she
Okay.
had fish today.
Nice.
You have fish today. That's great.
So is that including the bolas?
You can do that, it'll take some time. Basically, the weapon upgrades will be finished when you guys finish upgrading your starship, because you could, like, take
Makes
time.
sense. Yeah.
Drop off your weapons to Dward to have them upgraded. So you could do both. They would cost 300, 250. That'd be 550 credits.
550.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and Brent is eating
Eating
fish.
right now.
Would you look at
Yeah.
that?
You got.
You got takeout.
Oh, he sounds like he's.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's do both.
Do both. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll change that to 14.
Keep track of your credits, please. Anything else for Dwarves, the Weequay weaponsmith?
No, it's not for me.
So DC would be 14.
Yes, it would go up to 14.
Okay. And how much was it again?
Your total credit spendage will be 550 here. Have you all subtracted the amount of credits you will be spending on the
Stargazer.
on the Stargazer too?
Oh yeah,
Which-
I know we mentioned that. I was gonna ask how much was that each person, and I couldn't.
believe it was about
It was like
5,000, right?
5,000 something.
337.
What was that?
5,337 from everyone.
So I already marked that down, especially.
I can do
Blub blub.
Blub blub.
Paul, you have to say that now.
Blub blub.
Hey Alex,
Blub
do you
blub.
mind checking Twitch on Dungeons and Dragons section to see if
So-
we are anywhere?
Yeah,
It was,
I
what was it? 5,000.
I did mine.
337.
5,337.
I wrote it down.
Everybody mark that down so that you
Roll
don't
it down.
end up too broke.
Unless you're Coda, then you'll just go broke anyway.
Thank you for the confidence. I appreciate it.
Alright, so
Whoa.
if there no one has anything else for Dward, while you guys are marking that
Whoa.
down, Dex. After having a couple of conversations, you need to take a test. So you go.
Oh, I gotta go take my driver's test.
Yay! Driver's test.
Did you remember your number 2 pencil?
Might need it. So
Top of
you
the paper.
report to an office. You're given direction by the refitting dockmaster or whatever, the Twi'lek, he sends you to the office of the Bureau of Ships and Services, also known as the Boss.
You almost said shit.
Ships.
Well, you cut off just when you said ships.
That's a strange bureau.
Ships and Services. It's a different bureau.
Not our division.
It's the BS.
Yes.
Good one, Alex.
Alright, so you are directed over to the Bureau of Ships and Services, and you are informed you will require an operating license, basically over this, to register you as the captain of the ship for 1,000 credits and a piloting check. Basically, you're taking a written test. So, go ahead and roll for me a piloting check.
Alright, that was 1,000 credits you said, correct?
Yes. I'm
You
bleeding,
got this.
I'm bleeding Dex dry here, I realize. Everything in this universe costs a lot. Yes.
Okay. There's that taken care of. Alright, and it's a piloting check?
Yes. About what rank would you say we're at? Or are we too far down to count?
3, 4, 5.
What'd you roll?
9.
Plus 5. That is 22.
Okay.
17.
You. Sorry, real quick, Alex.
Like, if according to Twitch viewers, top 40.
Okay. Do
Like
you
we're
think
like
it'd be wise
40.
for us to switch over to tabletop RPG?
It might be.
Let's see.
Maybe? I don't know.
I'm gonna.
Well, let's keep it where it's at for now.
Okay, we'll keep where it's at for now, and we'll check. So,
Just for
yeah,
simplicity's
Dex, you have no problem. You, this test is easy because you have flown things before, never like a full starship, just a couple of maybe support or supply vehicles planet side on our show. But you easily pass this. You are now the licensed captain of the Stargazer.
So proud.
Captain Dex.
And now,
So good.
No.
Dex's life mission has been achieved, and he will now be doing nothing else but taking care of this ship for the rest of the campaign.
he's gonna get that sniper scope and is not gonna do anything with it. He's just gonna.
Oh
Stay on
no,
the ship.
he's just going to fly far away. I can now see 600 feet away, and with the scope, I'll be able to see in darkness, so I can see anything, and then shoot it from my ship.
From the ship. You might.
But you really are our crosshair.
Yep. Yes. So that has been. What are you wishing to do next? Are you gonna go back to the ship, or are you gonna browse the ship or the station and rejoin your crewmates?
Were repairs being started today, or was that going to be the next day?
They've already been started.
They've already been started. Then I would just go back and start helping with
Okay.
repairs.
Let's say you can knock a few hours off.
Not repairs.
Modifications.
Upgrade.
Oh, upgrade. So no, upgrades have not started yet. That's gonna start tomorrow.
Okay, then I might just go kind of walk around, examine the station, because this will be my only chance. Because once we start doing the upgrades, that's gonna take all my time.
Take a lot of time, yeah. All right, so that's you. Aetoth, you were on the ship before. Are you still there? Or are you gonna head out onto the station?
I spent a little bit of time on the ship. She's been kind of thinking a lot about, the Zalos and everything. But she might just go kind of see if there's like a library of sorts. If that even exists. And if it doesn't exist, then probably she'll just, kind of wander around and be in thought.
There's not a library like like the Jedi Temple. There's holonet terminals that you could use to access information, but in terms of like deep study like you would get at the temple, there is not.
Yeah, I figured as much, which is okay. Yeah. She doesn't really have much to do because she doesn't really have weapons that she would need to upgrade, and so kind of will spend a lot of time just in meditation, I think, while everyone is exploring.
You upgrade your own weapon.
I did already.
You did
Well, I already did give myself a +2,
I know,
a +1 lightsaber. So
Yeah, that would have been, I believe, a +1 to attack rolls.
but like I don't really use my lightsaber all that much.
Yeah, but you did get a focus that gives you a +1, so.
So that's been super great.
So you're sitting pretty good there.
Yeah, pretty chill.
All right, Ravri, what do you do when you leave the group?
The instant look of
And
guilt.
this is really me just like, as they go to speak to Dward and get that stuff going, it's just like, what is Ravri doing at this moment?
She would like to find, like a communications place where, like, basically to make a long distance call, but in private.
Make an investigation check.
Oh.
So you gotta go call your boyfriend who's in prison?
Excuse me, what? Investigation.
Robert's got a boyfriend.
You wish you had one.
I'm a Jedi, doesn't matter.
That is a modified 20.
Modified 20. Okay, yeah.
That's a thing on attachments.
There are some, like, public communication, basically phone booth sort of deals. These ones do cost money. They're like payphones. That will come out. I would say mark down. Mark down 20 credits to use one. And yeah. I take it you're going to do your standard thing you do when you make communications.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my scarf that I'm wearing. I'm gonna pull it up over my nose so that if anybody around can read lips, they won't be able to read mine.
They're private, so like there's no windows peeking in, like.
Okay, it's not like out in the open.
No.
Okay.
Not a payphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like a telephone booth.
Okay.
Or like a Doctor Who box.
Okay.
I imagine she might do it anyway, just out of habit.
Makes sense.
And she makes the call.
Alright, who are you calling first?
Ghostbusters.
The handler.
Okay. So, you what tools do you have again?
What did she say?
The handler.
Handler.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
I have...
You have slicers tools?
I think I have yes, I do have a slicer's kit.
Alright, roll for me either dexterity or intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
Dexterity.
Because I take it you're proficient.
Okay. And add my proficiency?
Yes.
Yes.
Please? Okay. That's modified 20.
Okay. You managed to, with your slicer's kit, bypass some of the Republic security protocols on this communication station, as this is a military installation.
Station.
Oh, right.
And yes, I just said communication station and installation in the same sentence.
You should get an
Prime
inspiration.
me.
I should get an inspiration. You know what? So
DM gets his own inspiration.
So you call it, and you're pretty certain that your call is secure. And
Okay, make the call.
as you type in the hollow frequency that is familiar to you, and you wait about a minute 30 seconds before standing before you, see this tall, sort of lanky individual, hands neatly behind his back.
No.
Sort of too much skull on his face. Very sour disposition. Not the greatest hair in the world. Wearing his standard Imperial officer's uniform. He turns to you dramatically. You know he's started facing, but he likes to turn dramatically. He says, "Ah, yes, Agent Ravri. It's been some time. I assume I would hear from you soon. What is your status?"
Well, we just made it to Carrick Station.
Ah, you made it to Carrick Station. Wow. I can't imagine how ghastly it looks there.
It's full of Republic soldiers.
Well, I can imagine. I know for a fact the Republic Navy holds that station rather well, so much so that there's no possible way for us to even hope to take it.
It was very well fortified.
Yes. Well, do you have anything more to report, or did you just arrive?
We just arrived. We're making modifications to the ship.
I see. Do you know where your mission will be taking you next?
We haven't gotten that information yet.
I see. So, very interesting. Well, in my recent, after your last communication with me, I have done some more digging as I could into the man called Zamalin's activities with the Emperor. However, I could not seem to gain access. That sort of information is kept very top secret, as anything does with the Emperor, so I have no knowledge as to whether or not this particular operation involving Rakghouls is officially sanctioned by the Empire.
Do you have any information on Raymond Black?
Raymond Black? Oh yes, I know him. Not personally, but he's quite ruthless. One of the exchange's heads, mainly over scientific development. However, he has a tenacity about him, a reputation of being incredibly persistent when it comes to the pursuit of scientific development. A fury, some have called it. He has questionable morals when it comes to scientific research. Not surprising, he decided to get into Rakghul experimentation. Anything more specific, I'd have to do some research.
Alright. This was mainly a checking in.
Of course. It's been
Has been a few days.
It's been several weeks. It's often agents can disappear for weeks at a time, but it's always good to know for the sake of the paperwork that you check in on a regular basis. None of your Republic friends know that you are here?
As far as I am aware, they don't know where I am.
Excellent. Make sure you keep it that way, Agent. Our arrangement with Caecilius Zahn is proving to be rather interesting, but potentially beneficial, so you're currently on good terms with Keeper and the rest of the Watchers. Hopefully we shall see your promotion to Cipher Agent relatively soon.
Thank you.
Yes, you've performed greatly. Caecilius Zahn has proved rather interesting, yet actually a fun challenge, if I do say so myself, which I normally don't consider much anything fun. However, his secrecy and his desire to win out the day over everyone else involved makes it an interesting challenge.
Knew you would enjoy it.
I very much appreciate it, Agent. Is there anything else you wish to report?
As of right now, no.
Loyalty be rewarded, Agent.
My loyalty, my life.
And he closes out the communication. Watcher 4 has cut the line.
She just kind of sits at the back of the booth and just kind of runs her fingers through her hair and just takes a few minutes to just breathe. And then she makes the other call.
You make the other call, and same thing, takes a couple of minutes before the image of... give me 1 second to pull this up, actually.
The look on your face, Paul, is totally worth it.
He's had many looks on his face. What are you talking about? He's gone through a roller coaster of looks.
He has, truly. I gotta scroll back a
This
little
is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah. So, you see the image of a man, a very of the suave features and the shoulder-ish length hair of Caecilius Zahn appear before you. He's wearing not as nice clothes as he normally does, and he seems a little more hurried than normal. He's like, it's been quite some time. I was wondering when you would get back to me.
Well, we just made it to Carrick Station.
Just made it to Carrick.
Yes,
Oh,
we're
goodness.
currently having modifications made to the ship to...
Class 5 hyperdrive. I hope you give Zalo hell for leaving you a ship with a Class 5 hyperdrive. I've been off Terrace for weeks now.
Yes, it's been very interesting. I've had a couple of encounters on the ship that have at least kept things entertaining.
I'm sure. That Kota fellow, he's got quite the personality. Being stuck on a ship with 20 days with him must be something.
My ears start burning.
Terrifying. He has all of his grenades sitting on the hyperdrive.
Oh no. And you see he turns and to somebody not on the display, he says, yes, make sure they know the proper protocols when they get there. I'll make sure that we do some more looking into it. Yes, I know. I'm terribly sorry. Things are busy here.
Did I catch you at a bad time?
Every time's a bad time right now. We're very busy. What you all retrieved from me on Terrace has proved far more important and far more enriching than I had ever anticipated. We've got people out right now. I was able to hire some folk. I would have preferred to hire you, but unfortunately you all made your decisions, so I've had to hire some other folk who are out there looking for what I'm currently being led to.
Figured it was rather important, whatever you were discovering underneath all that paint.
Very important. Interestingly enough, I found more in our, what we call family history research. I found more references to that Taurus individual that was mentioned in the holodisc you returned to me. At least the copy of the holodisc. Did you guys make a copy? You made a copy, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I don't know anything much about him. Grandpappy Zahn seemed suspicious, but he couldn't pin down anything about this individual named Taurus. Obviously a code name of some sort, but why or what, he wasn't sure. Only that he was very suspicious and potentially had secret back dealings even with others beyond the Zahn family, even within the Zahn family.
Oh, interesting.
Huh. That's quite the discovery for you. I'm not surprised it has you busy.
Yes, well, unfortunately I don't know what to do with this Taurus information. I mean, this was 300 years ago. The man's probably dead. In fact, I'm certain he's dead, but something about it just keeps popping up, and Arian felt the need to hide it within his vaults. Spoiler alert, there are more vaults. We've been finding more vaults. We've been finding more vaults, and we've been finding information about this individual, but we don't know why it was so important to him. I mean, obviously he was suspicious, and apparently members of his own family were involved. I know for a fact from the family research that Grandpappy Zahn was not the most popular individual with his family, let me tell you that much.
Yeah, it must be a real shame having someone really close to you be so suspicious.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
She's
no,
done nothing
talking
suspicious.
about.
She's done nothing suspicious. What are you talking about?
I mean,
I have done nothing.
she did stab someone in the night.
That was...
She
That was
initiated
reflex.
it.
That
I
was
was
self-defense
protecting
reflex.
myself. Anyway.
Yes,
Well, if you are desperate for information, I'm pretty sure Watcher would have a field day.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes,
No.
Watcher and I have been having some interesting conversations. However, let's keep this particular family business between us. Right now, Watcher doesn't know about it
figured.
yet. If he does, he hasn't said anything. I wouldn't be surprised if he knew, but he doesn't know from me. And he doesn't
He hasn't said anything to me, so...
Yes.
Well, not that he would.
I also wish to warn you. I was told through our sessions of tea before I left that Leontine is a bit suspicious of your crew, shall we say. You mentioned working with or at least the people who visited her, which I was not aware of until I spoke with her, mentioned working with Oranos Salo. And Oranos Salo is a wanted Republic fugitive. I believe she might be having you followed. Not you specifically, but your group. She seems to, she hinted at it, she hinted it may have just been a certain search party, I don't know, but it seems though she thinks you might be the key to the Zalo's apprehension, to their capture. So I would be on the lookout. It might cause some hiccups for your crew.
To know.
Are we having audio issues, Morgan?
You're a little harder to hear right now.
Okay, let me turn up the audio capture. Okay, I will speak up, or at least push the... Oh, microphone
We
is
did.
closer.
We did.
Okay, thank you.
We just moved it closer.
Well, yes, so things very busy here at my place, and it's more difficult now that Lonnie has decided to take some leave, some personal time. But,
She's earned it.
oh my goodness, yes, she's amazing at what she does. So I'm very happy to give it to her.
I'm sure she is.
So, she's taking some time, and so right now I'm assistantless. And Brock, he's great at his job, but nobody else's job. I mean that in the best way, Brock. Turns back to you.
Well, if there
Very caring.
are any assets you'd like me to reach out to here on Carrick Station, if you have any, I'm
Assets.
sure you have somebody.
On Carrick,
Something you'd like me to check in on?
I know a relatively short-tempered individual named Turk. He and
Oh,
I have-
yes.
He and I have done some things together. In fact, you mentioned your ship was being upgraded. I believe he works with the man who does that business.
I
Turk.
actually just came from his establishment.
Oh, well, there you go. I know Turk, and Turk knows me. He doesn't work for me per se, but he's got his ear down to the ground. We'll say that. If he might, maybe he'll know something of importance.
To know. Well, that was mainly it. Just wanted to let you know where we were.
Yes, well, certainly missing you. It's been... Terrace seems like a long time ago with how busy I've been, but... It was fun.
Ages ago.
Yes. Well, I wish you all the best travels, and please, get an upgrade to that hyperdrive. Class 5, that's criminal.
We're working on it.
Yes. Yes. In fact, talk to Turk. He may be able to, if you mention me, maybe he'll get you a little extra discount on that hyperdrive specifically.
Alright. That might be my next stop then.
Alright.
Thank you, Cassilius.
Of course. You,
And good luck with your treasure hunt.
of course. And you with yours. Stay safe.
Always. I'll cut communication.
Okay. You are left in the empty private booth, which is near the cantina, by the way. You had to, pass by the cantina in order to get to it, which is this large, open, rounded area in the center. And if you look up, you can see, open windows and stuff like that, but you are currently in the booth. So,
Shayla, you are being shamed.
being shamed.
Yeah, I know.
You know, I thought this was a Star Wars campaign, not a Harry Potter, because we have a snitch.
Boo! Bad pun.
You know, Alex, I don't think you can talk.
Yeah, you of all people. Hey, that's a different campaign. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Literally stabbed us in the back.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Skip over your own shame.
Used me as a chandelier.
Oh,
While
yeah,
making
he
a
did.
deal with our literal
Let's
BB-8G.
check the chat, everybody.
Yeah, what's Jack saying?
It's mostly me.
They can hear us okay. That's good to know. That's good to know.
Alright, so after that, Robbery's probably gonna go back to Turk.
Okay, go back to Turk. While we're still with you, I'll say you can catch Turk as Boomy and the droids are moving equipment down to your hangar. You catch him back at Boomy's Starship Upgrade Emporium.
Okay.
And he's very
hey,
busy.
Turk.
What? He's shorter. He's very short, so he looks up at you.
We have a mutual friend.
Do we?
Yes, and I was wondering if, as a friend of Cassilius Zahn, if we could get some kind of discount for these upgrades. Or some kind of a boost to the hyperdrive.
Right.
Were you guys? Did you guys buy an extra hyperdrive?
Yes.
I think we did.
Yeah, you guys upgraded to 1.5.
We bought everything except for the tier upgrade.
Yeah, you got a 1.5 if I'm remembering correctly.
Alright, so you're one of Zahn's friends. Okay, well. Best I can do is I'm pretty good with Boomy. Like, he likes me. He knows I'm in with, interesting people. But I could convince him to take maybe we could take some credits off for your hyperdrive.
That would be much appreciated.
Yeah, I can certainly do that. Why did he send you to me? Did he say anything about me specifically?
Just that he knew you.
Okay. Cool.
That he trusted you.
He trusts me? I don't believe that.
Well, as much as Zahn trusts anybody.
Well, yeah. As much as I trust anybody, really. But yeah. Does he want anything?
Not currently.
Okay.
Just keep your ear to the ground.
Okay.
He's got like these, his eyes are kind of like eye stalks, so he's kind of currently like looking around like that.
Right. Cool. Well, I'll see what I can do with Boomy. Friend of Zahn's a friend of mine. That's what he's told me to say.
He goes back to his equipment.
Cassian told me to.
Loading equipment and tools into a box.
Right. And she's gonna kind of take a seat somewhere and just, again, pull the scarf up over her nose and just see if anybody's taking notice of the ship, like the direction of the ship, or her, or, just keeping an eye out.
Okay, make a perception check.
Ew, yeah. Perception. Nope, I don't see anybody.
Okay.
That's a 6.
You look around and it's all overwhelming. Like I said, there's the station, large metallic structure. Oh, we lost Brent.
He's there.
Yeah, he's popping up for a second.
Okay. Large, humongous metallic structure. A lot of yellow lighting. The section you're in, I believe, if my remembrances are correct. Let me check real quick. You are in. That's nope, but that's not the right one. I believe it's this one. Yeah, the supply quarter. So the lighting is like a yellow mixed with a blue here. Like the overall lighting scheme of the station is yellow, but where you're at, there's sort of like kind of blue accent lighting, which indicates you're basically in the supply quarter. Whoops. No, what are you doing over there? Come back.
Okay.
Not you. All right. So, but otherwise, you see people milling about, beings of different sizes. You see Twi'leks, other Zabrak like you. You see Deveronians, humans, Nautilans. Basically, a whole array of people. Some of them are military. Some of them seem to be private or civilian. So, it's just kind of an array, but nothing stands out to you in general.
I'm gonna go try and find the others then.
Okay, so you all finish up at Dward's. Takes you a bit. He takes your orders from you and like kind of puts them in his book, his ledger about what jobs he's going to be doing over the next little bit for you guys. And he's going to turn to you all and say, and did Boomy tell you all about y'all? Did Boomy tell you all about Val and Sola?
Y'all.
Yes, he told us all about them.
Yes, well, if you wanted to, because I would recommend them. We kind of have this thing going between the five of us, technically, if you count Turk, but Turk's not the proprietor, so it's kind of the four of us in terms of like kind of sharing business. If you wanted to, like buy some new clothes or buy some new armor or upgrade armor, like you've been doing here, or ordering upgrades anyway, I could take you over to Duard, or I am Duard. I could take you to see Val and Sola. If
You have a twin?
Well, I actually have a prior engagement that I'm gonna go off to right now.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. You can go ahead. If anyone else, I could take you all over there and introduce you. I'd say at this point, robbery shows back up. Anybody interested? I mean, if not, that's totally fine. But you're gonna miss out. They're quite interesting individuals.
I'll go.
I'll go.
All right, I'll suggest that.
Why not?
I mean, you have an armor modification. You need to put on your armor.
Oh.
As do you.
Oh,
I
that's
put my hands on Kota's shoulders. Where
I
you going?
The the agile modifier.
My name is Duard. I'm the weaponsmith here. Are you with them?
I am.
Excellent. Well, I'm about to take them to meet Val and Sola, our clothing and armor specialists here, at least in the private sector.
Perfect timing then.
I guess I'll take you over there. So, Duard leads you. There's a metal staircase that leads up into the center portion, because like I said, actually, if you want to look at Roll20, which I'll just put it over here. I'll just put it over here. Here.
Okay, yeah.
You've got this is the map. So you guys are, basically you're right here. You're down over here. In the supply section, for those of you on Roll20, if you guys are looking at it elsewhere, it's lower right hand section under supplies. He leads you up this staircase here and then over to this section, which is in the center portion. It's a nicer shop. It's a bit bigger. And you notice that it is called Xeno Synthware. Xeno like Xeno. Xeno Synthware. It's this sort of like very neon reds, blues, just very interestingly lit in the interior, and these there are a couple of beings perusing the clothing racks. There are shelves with clothes on them. There seems to be it kind of seems to be divided into two sections. While this coloration has sort of affects the whole shop, it's divided into two sections. One seems to be just like normal clothing, and another seems to be like armors and stuff. So they're like armor stands with different sets of armor. There's an armor modification station over on like the left is where the clothing are, and in the back you see like doors to changing rooms and stuff like that. It's very nice, and the clothing seems to be very unique and very assorted. Like it's not just your normal like shirt, pants, jacket, but some of it seems to be sort of more like a robe style. Some of it seems to be like a bit more open around the neck. Some have like zippers up the front and the back. You notice a lot of the proprietors here appear to be aliens, Twi'leks, Togrutas, that some of which appear to be really interested in clothing that seems to be more catered to their individual race than just your typical shirts and stuff like that. And you see up towards the front, there's this one Twi'lek individual, just kind of in normal plain clothes. He's got a nice jacket. He does have a blaster on his hip. And he's just sort of tapping his foot with his arms crossed. He's got blue skin, and just sort of light lines going down his leg. He's just tapping his foot, sort of impatiently. Duard walks up to him and says, "Excuse me, do you know where Val and Sola are?" This individual turns to him and says, "Sola's not here right now. He's out, getting some stuff. I think he might be in the canteen. I'm not sure, but Val, she's in the back working on my brother. I mean, working on a piece for my brother."
Oh boy.
He looks back at the door, and he's like, "Yeah, she'll be out in a minute. I hope." Kind of looks at the door.
Like, going Game of Thrones here.
And so he's tapping on it. Dar's like, "Okay, well, you all are. I will have to get back to my shop. You'll have to get back in my shop. I will get started on some of the things that you've given me already, and we shall see how things go. I'll see you later." And Duard exits the premise.
And before you even escorted everyone to where they're at, I would have made my way to the cantina.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
So, this Twi'lek male is just kind of sitting there, not making eye contact with anybody really, and he's looking around just the shop. He kind of peeks outside, and eventually the door to one of the changing, well, it's not a changing room, it's actually a bigger door. Seems to be like an office of some kind, opens, and another Twi'lek, about the same height, different skin coloration, more of a green skin, Same patterns down his Leku steps out, and he's like, oh, he steps out and you hear him say, oh, Val, I cannot wait to see what you do. You are the absolute best. Do you know how hard it is to get a hat? I mean, really, people don't seem to care about Twi'leks or Togruta when it comes to hats, and all I want is a really good hat. And out steps with him, you see this individual, humanoid, basically, very humanoid, nothing outstanding in terms of like horns or Leku or Montrose coming off her head, but her hair is kind of a completely dark navy blue that kind of like glints as the lights hit it, and she wears this kind of like one-piece leather jumpsuit with sort of like sheer fabric, sort of at the neckline and also down the leg. Her skin is completely pink.
Ooh.
And for any of you who are attracted to women, she is really hot. She is a Zeltron for anyone who may be in the
Oh.
And she comes out and she's like, I know you, Kile, give me the best inspiration. I never thought about hats. I don't know why I didn't think about hats before, but I am so excited to work on this. And yes, I'll send you word as soon as I have it ready. Thank you for letting me take the measurements.
I bet he is excited.
And you see the Twi'lek who's been standing there. He's looking at his brother. Kile. And the other one. Sorry, Val. He grabs Val's hand, kind of holds. He's like, "You are the absolute best. I will let you know when I'm back in the system."
In the system?
And his brother grabs him by the arm. And this Twi'lek you actually see, so he's dressed in similar clothing as to his brother, but his seems to be a little bit more on like the trying to be more expensive side. He's got like these nicer leather pants. He's got a leather jacket that is strapped across his chest. He's not wearing a shirt under his jacket. He's pretty decently in shape. You're not there.
I'm not there.
You're not there. You can't check. And as his brother grabs and drags away, he's like, "Call whatever. Just doing. You know, I've been wanting this." He's like, "Yes, I know, but we need to go." And the Twi'lek brothers leave. And as you all are standing there, Val notices you. She says, "Oh, hello. I've never seen any of you here before. This is. I love new customers. I'm Val. I am the proprietor." And she looks at you. She's like, "Oh my goodness, you are beautiful. I've never." If you don't mind me saying,
Come into frame here.
what is your race? I've never met one of you before.
McKeon.
McKeon. Oh my goodness, you are beautiful. I would love to do a custom piece for you. Oh my goodness, that is just mesmerizing. Because McKeon, because of the way she's got like these tendrils sort of coming out her head, and they're like ever flowing, sort of always moving. She says, "Oh my goodness!"
Like
yes,
I'm always in the water.
Yeah, sort of like it's always in water, like a little mermaid sort of effect. She's like, "Oh, yes, I am Val. I'm the proprietor of this shop. Me and my brother, who is currently not here. However, I do a lot of clothing of any sort, especially for those like you, or you, my dear," she points to you, "who maybe have a little more difficult finding things to wear. Especially in galactic fashion, it seems to be very, shall we call it, human-dominated. I know I am not very,
Hey, some people are into that.
You're not It's like, I am not very, my race, we're pretty humanoid, we're pretty normal, but I feel it is within my ability to design fashion that is into today's trends, that is fit for people who have more difficulty with this thing. It has been a passion of mine. I'm so grateful that I was able to open a shop here, and I'm doing rather well. So, what can I do for any of you right now?"
She was the one who was going to do my armor modification, was that right?
That would be her brother, who's not currently present.
Oh, I see.
I'll definitely look up some stuff.
Was I told that or no?
You were told that.
Okay.
You were told that Solo, the brother, is the one who does like armor modifications.
Well, I have an armor modification that I was told your brother would need to do, but I don't know what sort of. as into fashion, but I'm curious to see at least what you have for, well, someone like me.
Yes, interesting. Well, I'll lead you over here. She points you towards this section that is sort of, that seems to be like the Togruta Twi'lek section where, like, with clothing that doesn't need to slip on over your head. Sort of like, nice, like, Ahsoka style halter tops with, like, you know, clasps or zippers, things like that, buttons. Very well made, very fashion forward clothing of various colors and sizes. And some of it that is a bit more practical, some of it is a bit more like on the side of, like, you know, a nice formal ball gown sort of deal. She seems to do it everything. And it says, if you'll pick, and if you mentioned armor modification, my brother will be back soon, hopefully, and we can definitely get that started for you. He's very good at that. He and I have sort of been in his business for a while.
Good to know.
Yes.
Is there anything in terms of, like, headwear?
Headwear, yes. I've actually, I've done a lot of, like, traditional Togruta headwear, if that's what you're interested in. I've talked to a lot of Togruta friends who've come through here, and they've given me insights, and I've been able to make my own. And you can look and find something that you like. She kind of points you towards the section where there's, like, you know, kind of like those weird faceless mannequins with, like, headpieces on them. Some of them, like, have, like, the sort of the Montreal and Leku look to them that is just kind of like part of the head that just allows the headpieces to sit on. Some of them are more intricate, some are simpler. Some, you were born on Sheely, correct? No, where you were born?
Corellia.
You were born on Corellia, but you know plenty of Togruta, so you see some that maybe aren't as traditional to, like, Sheely, which I believe is the home world, but some that are a little bit more in terms of, like, what we may call the modern Togruta, you know, kind of in the modern society sort of deal. Some that are more like, definitely sort of like, basically the equivalent of an American flag headband. Some of which are more just like designed to look nice with colors. Some of which might complement your skin tone quite well. And if you don't see anything here that you're particularly fond of, I am well okay to take a custom piece if you would like to have me design something. I could take it, do some measurements on your head specifically, and I also offer, because how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Check the character sheet, it's fine.
I'm pretty sure I wrote this down.
She gets on her wristband.
Yeah, I'm...
How old am I again? 26.
26, okay. So you're nearing the end of your maturity, but they're still growing. So
yes.
I offer basically any time. If you want it adjusted, I will do it for free.
Let me get back to you on that.
I'll definitely get back to you on that. She goes over
but
to you.
I will take a look, yes.
She goes over to you, Byra. I have never done any sort of thing for any of your species. Mostly because I've never seen you before, but oh my goodness. I would love to come up with something if that's something that interests you. I'd love to
absolutely.
be able to come up with something that could accent the, what would we call this? Just the natural beauty of your race. Something that wouldn't bog you down. You don't want, they seem to have their own sort of being. I wouldn't want to interfere with that, but something that could make them more unique.
Why?
I've just got plenty of clothes that would suit you well. That you know, while they may, some are more designed towards specific races. There are plenty that are sort of omni-race that fit anyone.
Mm-hmm.
If that's something you were so interested in, something that's
like
nicer,
like a specific like headpiece.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm thinking a headpiece, maybe something that could fit onto them, or at least help to emphasize them.
Like beading or something?
Yeah, something like that. I was thinking something like beading.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got very special material that even wouldn't feel like it's... No, I wouldn't want to weigh them down, but...
Yeah, because they do get... Yeah.
And again, if you would like something, you can peruse. If you see something a little nicer you like, something more formal, or just something more extra. Because I've noticed you seem to have be a bit dirty. All of you do.
Extra.
Yeah, I'm not a very fashionable person. Being a monk is,
I mean, if you don't want fashion, having a nice clean change of clothes is nice.
It would be nice to have something to change.
Yes, I've got plenty of things here that match what the sort of style you're going for. Very simple, very rustic. I like it. It's brave. It's bold. I respect it.
But yeah, if you want to like experiment.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
How long do you think you're gonna be here for?
I actually don't know.
You
I mean,
would.
we're here. Oh, wait, yes, 12 days.
At least.
At least 12 or 12.
At least 12 days. Okay, if
Yeah.
you have free time, you can come by.
Yeah.
And I even accept, if you want to make an appointment outside of official business hours, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
And.
Sure.
And I would love to do a little bit experimentation, we could call
Yeah.
it. I think that would be great. That's at this point that another figure walks in, a bit bigger. She's not terribly tall. She's a little fit. She's got, she's not Cora muscles, but she's got a little bit of fitness to her. Another individual walks in, a larger male, similar skin tone, similar hair color. And for any of you who are attracted to men, this dude is gorgeous. Also Zeltron, pink skin, walks in. And literally when I say gorgeous, these people are like the picture, like, this is the, like,
yeah,
almost like the ideal of what beauty is, like, almost inhumanly so.
I've never been attracted to a man, humanoid man before, but wow.
And he walks in, and Val looks at him and she says, "Sarlacc! What were you doing?" He says, "Oh, sorry, I was just getting a drink on my break. I'm allowed to take breaks, right?" She's like, "Yes, but it took a little too long. Again, I just
He is a
have
tall
paying
guy.
customers who have modifications they wish installed, and waiting for you." So it's okay. Fine, I'll get to it. Send them my way. I'll get my station set up. We can discuss it. So, so you got the armor mod. You both have armor modifications. Is there anybody else who did? I think there are only 2 armor mods.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would
The
say
agile modifier.
yeah. Says okay. For yours, I would need to put it on clothing. I assume you're looking for armor. Or do you?
Yes.
Alright.
It would be. Yeah, I think we talked about it would be on
Yes.
like an addition
It would
to
be
my
your
clothing.
armor, but this
yeah.
is Sola speaking.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Do you have another pair of clothes that I could put it on?
Don't.
Alright, well, if you
I'm in
wanted
the
to work
process to like peruse and look around.
Okay, well, if you wanted to buy one of my sister's items, bring it over here. I can certainly do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely look
work on
around.
that. We are all about fashion and function here, so I can assure you.
I like it.
Great. And you have something as well.
Yes. What was mine again? I forget.
You were the +1.
Yeah.
That's right.
I believe it's overlay was +1 to ranged, right?
Let me double check.
I wrote it.
Well, there was a specific thing. I just forgot to actually look this stuff up.
I thought it was to my AC.
+1 to AC against melee attacks and -1 to AC against ranged attacks. However, I would be willing to change that.
Yeah, because I remember changing my AC.
Well, you can't change it yet. It hasn't been applied.
Well,
but there are.
I wrote it down so I know.
Well, I will say that there are specific. I wasn't going to do it because I forgot how to find them, but now that I remember, it is going to be specific things. Let me just look it up real quick. Am I in the right section? I forget. Where is this? I have too many things open. Your weapon enhanced items, shields, adventuring, enhanced items. Yes. So for armor, where the heck is it? Enhanced item categories: armor, adrenals, explosives. There's a table. I need to find the table. Where's the table? Find me there.
The table's right there.
Okay, so it's either overlay or underlay. So basically, you have one that's a bonus to melee AC or to ranged AC.
So if people are shooting at you, it'd be harder to hit. But if people are hitting at you, it'd be the same.
Which one gives me which?
Well, either way, it's going to be +1. It's either overlay is melee AC, underlay is ranged AC.
We'll go underlay.
The underlay, okay. That's wrong. I have too many things. Hold up. Underlay. So yeah, it's a +1 to AC against ranged attacks, -1 against melee.
What?
You do have now the you will. Well, he says he will say, all right. So yeah. However, this will give you the charge.
11 now.
You will have. Well, it's 11 against melee.
Yeah, but I don't like that.
Well, it's how the system is.
The system sucks.
Why can I not ever find this stuff?
It's alright, we forgive you.
Well, it's supposed to have like a list of the different, like. I know where this. I'm supposed to know where this is.
I believe charged is if you get hit by an energy type damage, you can release that damage.
I don't know. That's the thing, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be in the enhanced items section where it talks about this, but I can't find where information is. And I'm searching it out on my Control F, and it's just not. And it's not in gear. Check it out. Enhanced items. Maybe it's under equipment. I think that's maybe where it is. There it is. Charging property. Okay. So when you take damage while wearing armor or wielding a shield with the charging property, you gain a charge. You can store a maximum number of charges equal to the charging number. The charging number would be 1. Charging lasts 1 minute. Next time you hit with a melee weapon attack while you have charges, you can deal additional amount of damage as the same type of the weapon's damage,
I don't have
equal to your number of charges stored.
I don't really use a melee weapon.
Well, that's just part of what the natural underlay is.
What would the overlay give me?
Well, actually, you know what? Let me. Actually, there's more underlay. Let me just see what else we got.
I usually use my bow, and that's a ranged weapon.
Well, actually, Actually, he will ask as part of, because I just said it was a blank thing. I'll give you the charging, or the avoidant property, or...
And that does what?
Oh, avoidance, critical range decreases by 1. So...
Wait, what?
The avoidant property basically makes it so if I were to roll a natural 20, unless that creature had a critical range increase, he wouldn't be able to crit against you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
So
then.
there are more, unless you want to just go with that.
Well, it sounded like those were the only 2 options.
There are more, and I maybe should have looked at other stuff because
That
I
one's
was just sort of in a hurry to get stuff done. There's the absorptive property, which absorptive, when you are wearing damage you would take from weapons is reduced by an amount equal to that. So you would take -1 to damage if you got that particular one.
Okay.
Wrong page. I'll just start with those 3 for now, because there's a lot. So you can either get the charged one, where you do more melee damage, only by 1 extra, or you can decrease the critical range, or you can make it so that every hit you take, damage is decreased by 1.
I'll do that last one.
Okay. Let's see, that will be about, it's pretty basic, be about 350 credits to install that on armor. Are you wearing armor, by the way?
The combat suit.
Okay, I will need the combat suit, unless you wanted to purchase new armor. You wear clothes under your armor.
I thought I wore them more over, but okay.
I mean, we have changing rooms in the back if you need to change.
I'll go do
we've got that. I will need it from you, the 350 credits, and same for you, same thing.
Yeah.
How much?
350.
Oh gosh,
credits.
sorry.
350?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, well, depending on what you buy, it will come as a bundle pack. So
Makes sense.
You do some shopping, and we'll see.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'll give him my armor and have him do that. 350, you said?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Make sure I write down the right.
Actually, there will actually take that back. Well, not see. Sorry,
Oh.
Mercedes. Take back what he just said because clothing is not that expensive. Well, depending on what you get, clothing is not that expensive.
That makes sense. I'm trying to look at just kind of
All right.
stuff.
While you guys are doing that, let us go to Kota, who is going to the cantina.
To gamble!
Alright.
Oh,
So you make your way over to Cantina.
Boy.
And you see there are a number of tables, and you see one particular group of individuals. Right. Took a picture of. There is a Togruta of male origins. There is a Rhodian. This thing, I don't know what he is, but he's a reptilian man with a very long horn coming out. And then there is a Twi'lek of dark, sort of lavender purple skin, wearing this interesting headpiece and armor, and he's sitting at a table, and they're all kind of sitting and talking and laughing and being uproarious and drinking, and they seem to catch your attention the most out of anyone else in this canteen. Everyone else is pretty basic.
You, my fine friends, are you willing to lose money to me?
the Twi'lek pipes up. He's like, "Well, look at this man here. Come just sauntering over, asking, is this great, boys? Yeah. All right. Well, what is I'm always looking to lose and make money, because that's really all the galaxy's about, isn't it?
Right, it's all there is.
Yes, well, what do you have in mind? Are you threatening me? I mean, you don't have a blaster on you.
I'm gambling. I don't want to threaten a military station. Are you
Oh,
crazy?
you're fine. There ain't no military folks about. Trust me, I'm not very threatened. However, I appreciate it. You're thinking of gambling. You're a gambler then, eh?
I could be threatening if I wanted to.
I'm sure you could, sir. Good fine, sir. So, what's your poison of choice?
Pazak.
Pazak? Very good, sir. Well,
Rollies.
let us... Do you have a deck on you? I seem to have misplaced mine on my ship.
I've got a deck on me.
I've got a deck, alright. Let us play then. I'm always up for a good, honest game of Pazak. So, what is... I'll let you make the starting bet. You're so bold to come up here and challenge Paxton Rowell to a game of Pazak. What's the starting bet?
5,000 credits.
And the other three with him are like, oh, what? They're all sort of like,
Never lost a game in my life.
man, this guy goes big, doesn't he? Friendly Rid. Friendly Rid. All right. Well, it's $5,000 it is then.
Let's play.
All right.
Austin, can you remind me what dice do I need to grab?
I believe we did a D10.
Okay.
So, let's start with 4 cards. Let's go with 4 grab 4 D10.
What's Brad doing?
You said voiceover by DP.
He's lost nearly
every
is
game.
DP or is it just the narration by DP?
The narration by
It's just
DP.
narrated. It's like Emperor's New Groove where the screen just pauses and DP appears. He's actually worth it. Alright. This will be determining your starting cards.
Okay.
And it's just kind of the basic plus. No minuses or anything.
His confidence propels him to ruin.
So keep those there.
I'm ready.
And remember, I did say, because you're proficient, I'm not entirely sure how to make it work with this way we're playing, you can add your proficiency bonus. So like if you're going to put down, because these are your cards, keep them as they are. If you wanted to, you could add your proficiency bonus to one of those plays.
Okay.
We'll say per round.
Okay.
Alright, let's get this show on the road. Get your cards ready.
Annie up. Annie up.
Actually, I'm going to take another D10 to replace that. That's a D100. I'd rather use D10. Alright, let's deal. Alright, friendly Rid. He turns to the big lizard man with the giant horn. He's like, get over here and be the dealer for me. He's like, alright, boss. He sits down. Pulls up another chair. Sits down. The other two are like leaning over, like, oh yeah, what's happening? And they're getting all up and sort of like talking under their breaths. All right. For you. Sure. I got another better idea. Here we go. Actually, no, you roll. Roll it. Pull it another D10. Do you have another D10? Or do you... Okay. Roll it.
He's got me.
3.
3. Okay. So starting is 3.
Can you keep track?
Yeah.
Please, Morgan.
Me?
Or actually, I can keep track.
I can keep track too for Paxton.
Okay.
Just,
roll again.
Nope, not yet.
I'm ready.
So I'm gonna keep track of Paxton's score. You keep track of your score.
Okay.
Alright, so you've.
What did Paxton roll?
I haven't rolled yet. It's a 6. I'll stand.
That's okay.
4. I'll stand as well.
Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna pull out my calculator. That's much easier. Alright. Another 6. Alright. Let's see here. That's 6.
That's 12, bucko.
I'm well aware. I'm just looking at my cards. Man, do you guys believe this guy? Alright, I'll stand. You go, friend.
Okay. That's 6.
Alright. Does that put you at?
That puts me at 13.
13. Alright.
And remind me, it's 21?
20.
20.
Not like blackjack.
I will go ahead and play a +7.
+7. Whoa! Everyone's like, damn!
Because we are using D10s for our other.
Yes, we use D10s for the day.
That puts me at 20.
Alright, well, I've still got 6 more turns, mate. So let's see what I've got here. So let's add that in. Oh! Man, that's 22. That's a black.
Oh, gosh. You hates to see it. You hates to see it.
He's on full golem.
Yes, that was full golem.
That's
now.
That's 1 of 3 here. Let's go next round. You have the honors, my friend. Hey, this guy something, everybody.
And I something. That's 4.
4, alright.
4.
Very interesting.
I stand.
That's 2.
Oh my.
Alright, that's 2 for me. I'm also gonna stand. Go ahead.
Okay. That's 2.
Low numbers.
I stand as well.
Right. 6. That's 8 for me. Let's see. I will go ahead and
What's it doing?
I'll stand on that. Yeah.
Okay. That is 2 for me, friend.
Alright, we're just going very turtle pace here, ain't we?
It's gonna get crazy here in a moment.
Yep, alright, let's see. Alright, deal me in friendly red. 9. Oh, we're going big here.
That puts you at 17.
Yes, I'm going to play one of my cards, put it at a 19, and that's, nope. I did my math wrong there. Oops, let's put a 19, and I'm going to rest. So,
okay.
You have to beat 19 and not bust.
That puts me at 8, friend.
Oh no.
Which means I have 16. And I'm gonna play a 2.
And my proficiency bonus?
Yes.
So a 4.
Oh my
Which
goodness!
puts me at 20.
Even 20s both times!
I
This
won
guy
the set.
gave me a run for my money.
I believe that is 5,000 credits, sir.
10,000 total, but yeah,
Thank
you get
you very
5,000 from
much.
me. Bloodhound, pay this man. The Twi'lek or the Togruta comes up, and he's like, "All right, yeah," and he breaks out some credits in the little case.
Oh, he's so
He
handsome.
puts, "All right, this guy's pretty good, isn't he?"
Oh, I know. I'm so great at this game.
And Paxton is still out. He's like, "Oh man, this is great. All right, well, unless you want to go another round, I could give you your cards back and."
We can certainly do that.
Oh, right.
What are you thinking for the ante?
I know you're gonna let me decide. Oh, well, let's keep it interesting. 6,000.
6,000 it is.
All right, let's go. All right,
Yeah.
re-roll your cards, my friend.
That's the ship. That you're gonna see a small hole appear, or a small red dot appear on Kota.
He just gets sniped. Interesting choice. Actually, well, I'll let that one stand because I just remembered Pizzapper
It's not always been there.
You're right.
Let's
We
do
can
let's
roll
do D6s.
D6s.
Let's do D6s instead.
Francis, don't let him wreck the ship.
He's alone? Who let this happen?
Conan is left.
I don't know. He just left.
Alright, my friend.
Alright. That one's fine. I actually forgot that Pizzak only got
Yep.
+6. Alright. You first.
Alrighty then. That's a 4. I'm
Alright.
gonna stand.
4, I'm gonna stand. Alright.
Yes, There's no reason to go now.
Alright, that's a 1 for me.
Run!
Stand.
No way. I got a 9.
Ooh, nice. Right.
That's 9. That's 13.
13, alright. Anything more?
Maybe.
I can't use my proficiency bonus anymore, can I?
You can use it once per turn or once per round.
Once per round?
Yeah.
Okay,
I may use it. Use a +4. +2. So that's
Just
+6.
+6. So let's go +6.
19, friend.
Alright, let's see. I'm at 1. Let's see if I can get up there in 7.
I'm old.
8 go. Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll
spread
get you.
this.
It's a 3x3 square, right? For Berserk?
Yes.
Alright.
If we get 9 cards, whoever gets 9 cards wins.
Without busting you. Right, that's 5. That's only 6. Ooh, this is gonna be a long one. Alright, 7. Alright, it's 13. Not bad, not bad. Ooh. Oh, my friend. That is a 6 for me, and I'm gonna add my 1 card here, making it 20. First round goes.
No!
Paxton's friends are like, woo, yeah, Paxton!
That's for beginner's luck.
Oh, yeah, we'll call it
It's
that.
your
We'll
word.
call it that, alright. My go, let's roll that. That's a 3. Your go.
That's a 1.
1, alright. Standing.
Yes.
9, I'm going up quick this time. Alright, I'm gonna leave that as is.
5. I'm also gonna stand.
Alright, next step. Whoop, that wasn't a roll. Ooh, +8, that's an even 20, friend.
Oh no.
See if you can get that in the next couple of turns.
Oh no. Oh no. 10. That's a +10.
Nice.
Shoot.
And I can only play 1 card per... No, I can play
It's
multiple
1
cards.
card per go, I believe. Like 1 card per deal. So it's like you're dealt the 10, you can play another card on top of it, and then you have to wait for the next card given to you to play another card.
I'm a standing bull again. Shit. That's a 22.
22. Oh, right. That's a bust. That's 6,000 to me, if
Yes,
I'm
it
not
is.
mistaken. Well, that's a good. It was a good short little go there, but hey, it was good.
Yes, it was.
For you?
Yeah, right.
Mark down 6 then.
I just did.
Right. I mean, we can always go.
Let's go one more.
One more round. 2 out of 3. Who's the best?
10,000 credits.
Alright. This fish goes big. What's your name, friend?
My name's Coda.
Kota. Well, you know my name. I'm Paxton Rowell. Alright, give me my cards, friendly Red.
Paxton, it's nice to meet you.
It's very nice to
find
meet you
Coda.
too, my friend.
Yep.
Alright.
Is he shopping?
Go ahead
Do I?
first.
I'm gonna quickly look around. Do I
I know,
see any of my
that's-
friends?
Is anybody near the canteen at this moment?
Dex went out, like, wandering around, didn't he?
No, he went back to the ship. Nope.
Yeah, he did say
he
he'd
did
be-
go around. He did say he would wander.
We're all currently
Y'all are still at Val's.
Let's say we're all currently shopping.
I would say,
Brent, you're so right, by the way.
fish goes big. Yep.
Yep, this fish goes big.
I would say, yeah, Dex is, roll a perception check, actually.
Okay.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
That feels high.
Good or bad?
That is a modified 20.
Modified 20. Okay. Shayla, is Spencer nearby? Or is he on baby duty?
Lindsay is on baby duty, but Spencer went to take something to Lindsay.
Okay. We'll wait till he gets back to see what he wants to do about your gambling. Because he would have noticed this by this point.
Probably heard me shout
Actually, we're gonna take
10,000
quick-
credits.
I'm going to take a quick break, use the bathroom, and we'll resume this when I and Spencer return.
What time is it, by the way?
It is
9:37.
Yeah, no, we're doing good. Doing good.
I need to make not an overlay, but I need to make a screen that says like "Be right back" or something.
Yeah.
What did I miss while I was gone?
I lost 6,000 credits.
No, I got that
No, he was
part.
here for that.
Oh, okay.
Mostly just shopping, armor modifications. I don't quite remember when you were gone, so.
You didn't miss anything big.
Because you weren't gone for very long.
Yeah, I think I took off right after Robbery's second mysterious call.
Yes. You sneaky little minx.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't need raw insight to know that's crap.
Y'all's characters don't know a thing.
Yeah, I know, that's the worst part.
But we know enough.
You know nothing.
We know enough.
Spencer!
Hello, Spencer.
Hello!
Sorry.
Those are just
I'm taking a break.
Yeah, sure.
Taking a quick break.
I think for some like SNS merch, we need to put that quote Brent mentioned on like a shirt.
Goes big.
This fish goes big.
Returning. I think I am going to move this back over to TTRPG.
Okay.
Just because we are currently, what did you say we're at for D&D specifically, Alex?
Like 30-ish?
Yeah,
30.
we're gonna move it back over. I can, where's the edit channel? Edit stream info.
Viewers, how's everything going? You enjoying the stream still?
Yeah, how are we doing?
We're the only.
Let us know, my friends.
Right now, we are the only stream on Twitch that can watch a fish gamble.
As of right now, yes, that is an accurate assessment.
Unless you watch the goldfish playing Pokemon, then.
Yeah.
No, I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
Alright, so before we jump right back into it, I would just like a quick reminder for anyone who may have been joining us or anything that did not hear the opening of the stream. Just a reminder to follow us if you haven't. We appreciate anyone who is following us at the moment and love everyone's support and especially your participation in the chat. It's so great to see everybody. I will actually minimize this picture I've got on my television over here so we can see the chat again. And a reminder about Mercedes Scribbly Pixie account on Redbubble if you wanted to help support us. She's got cutesy designs up there. Some of them are tabletop RPG related, D20 designs, things that you can get on stuff like Mercedes. What sort of stuff can I get them on?
Stickers.
Okay, come in, Frank. Come in, Frank.
What? Oh,
Ready for this?
my face. Yay. You can get them on stickers. I got them set up on different T-shirts and sizes and stuff.
You have hats too, don't you?
Yeah, they have. Redbubble has so many different options. Yeah, they've got baseball caps. They've got dad caps. They've got. I'm trying to think of some other things. They have them on like phone cases. I've got those on there. I have to pull it up because
You're good.
I'm
But it's
stumbling.
Redbubble has a lot of different options for designs. You can see some of her designs. Some are cutesy, and we're working on getting some more stuff. Nothing in terms of like specifically like this sort like Nerd Herd related merch. This is just sort of her private thing. But you know, if we had a sort of a support there, we would definitely be open. We would definitely be open to doing Nerd Herd related merch, even this stream.
Yeah, they have laptop sleeves. They have laptop skins.
Dang.
They also like I do have some not for the RPG D20 ones, but they for some of my other designs I have for the like duvet covers. They have shower curtains. They have blankets.
Shower curtains.
They've got a lot of stuff.
They have so much.
Everybody buy a Nerd Herd shower curtain.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
We can get the perturbed chicken on a shower curtain.
Yeah.
Go especially to see her premiere design, the perturbed chicken.
I'm gonna pull it up.
I'm gonna show you a picture of the perturbed chicken.
It's amazing.
It is one of her best in my opinion. It's just so
We can see it.
Here, maybe
Bring
I'll
it
show it
a
on
little
my
closer.
screen.
Okay, show it on
my
his
camera's
screen.
a bit better. Behold, it's backwards, but it's the perturbed chicken. He says perturbed. Focus, please. Okay, fine. It's not
It
focusing.
won't focus.
Maybe it's not. It's having trouble focusing.
Maybe.
Reflective.
Oh, there you go.
It says perturbed on it.
Perturbed.
So that is a perturbed chicken. So please go ahead check that out if you want. She's got some designs on there, working on getting more up. We'd love it if you guys did, but of course, you don't have to. I'm also a reminder about Thankmas on December 11th. We will plan on doing that mostly all day. We're thinking around 10 a.m. we might start.
10 a.m. our time. I don't know what time
Yeah,
it is
10
for all the
a.m.
different time zones you guys
10
are
a.m.
in.
Mountain Standard Time. And we plan to go pretty much all day.
Yeah.
Doing different things. We'll do some Shadow of War, for those who may have been following that on our YouTube channel. We'll do some other stuff like golf with your friends. We're thinking of other things to do during the day. If we reach $100, we'll know that we have at least some sort of baseline of what we can attempt. And if we hit $500 donated, we will do Thickmas, which is thick water related Christmas cooking dishes. If you don't know what that's about, go to our YouTube channel at the Nerd Herd 90s and look at one of our very first videos called Honest Novice Cooking with Thick Water. And it is and you'll see it. It's not the best. We had audio issues, but it's still great.
No, the audio's not that bad.
Audio sucks.
You can see our pain.
You can see the pain.
It's hilarious.
And it's great. We're willing to do it again. We have Brent's wife to thank for Thickmas as an idea.
Yes.
And
thank you, Annalise.
Yes, thank you. And if we hit $1,000, Alex and I will wax our legs on video. And
Get
now
us to $1,000, please.
we will jump back
when
in.
the time comes.
I feel like a mermaid.
We will jump back in. We will jump back in. Dex, you made your way to the cantina, did you not?
Kind of walking around, I probably would have at least made my way through the cantina.
Yep. Okay, at some point as you're wandering around taking in the sights of the station, you pass several soldiers and you make your way into the cantina. And you hear uproarious laughter and the familiar sounds of a very fishy individual that you recognize.
10,000 credits!
Oh, no.
Oh, mamma mia.
At that declaration, Dex, what do? You look
Stop
over and you
him.
see at a
Please
table,
stop him.
you see this eclectic group of individuals, a Togruta, a Rhodian, a dude with a lizard face and a long big horn coming out of his head, and a Twi'lek, and your, what's your race again? Selkath friend, playing Pazak.
Oh boy. Dex is going to just grab a spot along the wall and keep an eye on this.
Alright. And you notice also, what was you made a roll piece and perception check. So you see Dex, and you see him like lean up sort of against one of the outer walls, and the way the cantina works is there's this big centralized pillar with a couple of like sort of open-ish elevators on the side with like bouncers standing next to it, big burly dudes of different races. And there's like kind of from the outside of the station, there's this staircase that goes up, and there's a couple staircases on the sides that go down into the cantina area, with this bar that sort of wraps around the central pillar with these large glass windows above. And sometimes you see really well-dressed people get on this elevator and go straight up this pillar. And they'll the bouncers will look and they'll ask them for something and they'll show their wrist and they'll shoot up in this elevator. And there's some music playing on some of the tables. You'll see holographic dancers swinging around an invisible pole. That are of different racial varieties, and you have also garnered a small crowd who appear to be placing bets on who is winning because you guys are very loud. Paxton Ralph loud.
I get a cut.
Some of them are here's some laughter. We're going 10,000 credits on this one, friend.
And that's a 3 to start off with.
That's a 3 going straight at him. This guy, I like this guy.
Let's do it.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright. That's a 4 for me. Oh, I didn't roll mine. There we go. Alright, it's not bad. Alright. 4 for me, I'm gonna stand there. You'll go.
4 for me as well.
Alright.
Your turn.
My turn. 8. That puts me at 12. I'm
I'm not too confident on this one. I'm gonna play this 6 here. I'm gonna put myself in an 18 and I'm gonna stand there.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold.
Well, that is a 9, which puts me at a 16.
Alright.
And I'm gonna do a +4.
Oh my! The crowd and the Paxton's crew are like, oh! There's this.
Gets me 20.
Cheers, a couple of credits are passed between some of the onlookers, and they're like, alright, it's not done yet. And it's just like, alright.
It's not done yet, boys,
Right,
but it will be soon.
Alright, that's round 1 done. Let's see who can take this one, friend.
Let's do it.
Alright, I'll go first.
Yes.
It's a 4.
Okay.
I stand.
And that's a 7. I'm gonna stand too.
Right. 2! I'm going fast here, people!
Yeah. That's a 5. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do a 6. No, wait.
6. Can I do 6 plus 2?
Yeah, again, every round.
Okay.
8 plus 8,
Oh.
which gives me 20.
Straight 20. Alright, I've got 7 around. I've got 7 cards here.
Good luck,
Max.
Paxton. You're gonna need it.
Wow, this fish's got a mouth on him.
Yes, I do.
Alright, let's see. Ah, that's 10 from 13. That's a bust!
Oh, what?
And all the people who go crazy are like, ah! And some there's like soldiers even among the crowd. There's civilians, and they're like, people are trading like, ah! And they're like trading.
This fish is out of water.
So Dex, you see this happen as Coda has just won 10,000 credits.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
I love it. 2 out of 3. You got me, friend.
Yes, that was a great game.
That was a great game. You know, what are you doing now? Like, what are you here on the station for?
Well, you see, we're here on official
To,
business.
at this point, kind of walk up behind Coda.
Yeah, this is my ship's captain. We're here on all sorts of official business.
Official business.
Put a hand on his shoulder. Squeeze tightly.
I think your captain's calling you, mate.
I think he is. We're just having a friendly chat, Captain Dex.
It's time to go, Coda.
Okay. Give me your hollow frequency. We'll catch up later.
Yeah, alright. Hey,
Give that to him. He pulls out like a business card.
And I'll chain mine to him too.
Oh no, it's gonna turn into like those online blackjack websites. It's gonna be like
Always bet on black.
Alright, and you hear Paxton's crew talking about you.
Just remember, Coda is always on top.
So Dex is currently dragging you away.
Yeah, what's up, Dex?
I don't think we do.
Damn, what's up? Are we're good to go already?
Oh, excuse me. There's a time and place for giving out information.
That they seem like good friends.
You just met them.
Yeah, and I got a lot of money from them.
Spencer,
Yes.
roll a lore check for me.
Lore.
no.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, what have you done?
That is a 16.
16? Okay. You, after hearing some of what was said, and especially what Coda said, you identify this, the captain as Paxton Rall. He is a pirate. A sort of pirate smuggler, known to be a sort of neutral entity in the war. However, he has ties, or he's been known to, run jobs for either Republic or Empire, but one of those that he never seems to get himself into trouble, and he never seems to cause too much trouble. say from what you know, pirates can be dangerous. Well, they're always dangerous, but they can be detrimental, or with the right price, they could be, a sort of ally to certain individuals or what's the word? Organizations.
I'm sure they were friendly. Let's just say they're competition, and we don't want them to be cutting in on our score.
Oh, okay, well, I pretty much crippled any operation they could ever do, so...
You know what? I sure hope so.
But we're good friends at this point, so I'm not too concerned.
Just be on the more guard side, just in case. We are doing some more sensitive jobs.
Okay.
Alright.
Guy Hondo. Is this guy basically Hondo?
That's the vibe I'm getting.
This guy's kind of Hondo. He's in the game, too. You can find him in the game. In fact, you can find him in at least one cantina on every planet in Star Wars The Old Republic. There is when you get to Knights of the Fallen Empire, there is a quest to recruit him as part of your organization. And to do that, you have to find him in every cantina and click on him. And eventually you'll be able to recruit him.
I thought you were gonna be flushed.
We're shocked he won.
I'm shocked he won, too. Take an inspiration point.
Yes!
Do you already have one?
Yes, I do.
Never mind, you don't get one.
It's a thought that can.
Yeah, thank you, Brent. It's a thought that counts. All right. So, let's see. So did you decide on any sort of clothing idea?
Yeah, I did.
Going back to. Actually, real quick, Dex, where are you leading Coda?
Back to the ship where I can, in a little bit more privacy, explain to him the importance of keeping certain things close to the chest, not telling him.
You have to explain stranger danger to him.
Do it in a gambling analogy.
Something like this.
Oh, I like
that. Yeah, I'm going to take him back to the ship, give him a stern talking to and lecture about the importance of this kind of new business that we're in, and I would let him go on his merry way. And then after he left, I would send Fate to follow him.
Okay.
Yes!
Is Fate trying to be sneaky?
Sure, well, yeah, he's trying to be sneaky.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for him. Is that a nat 20 or a nat 1? It's a nat 20.
Oh my gosh!
I'm curious, for a total of what? What is his stealth?
Oh no.
25.
Okay, you don't see anything. I know your passive perception ain't good.
Nope. Oh my god. At which, do you need to still do stuff with Mercedes?
I'll do stuff with Mercedes first, and then we'll go back to you.
Yeah.
Alright, so you have this conversation with Val, in this, sort of, she's like, okay, I can help you. She's showing you clothing, because you're sort of trying to figure out what works for you. So, do you want to describe what it is you're looking at the moment? I'm not great with female clothing terminology. So
I'm not either in real life.
Maybe more, it's describing what it is.
It's kind of a halter.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Sports bra, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like a halter top.
Yeah.
With a high neckline.
Yeah, it's up to my neck, really up there. Kind of crisscross design. Sorry, I'm right here.
Well, still. It's...
Okay. And then it has some arm sleeves and
detached sleeve.
Yeah, detached sleeves.
I don't know what to call them. I am not versed in the ways of.
I don't know. It has some detached sleeves, and some roping. Not roping, but like bandage.
Binding.
Some binding around. And then I've got like this really cool belt that has, I don't know what to call it.
Let me see. I'd say it's like a belt with like a sash. I think.
Yeah.
Kind of a sash type thing.
Kind of like a toga. Kind of like a toga. If anybody knows what a toga is, it's
Toga or
toga. Toga.
It's kind of toga-ish, like
Yeah.
the bottom half of a
Yeah.
toga.
Yeah.
Kinda like what
But
Ray's got going.
kind of. Yeah.
Sash bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Except it's a little bit more decorative.
Okay.
It's got some really cool like embellishment on it, and then it's just kind of tight in the middle.
Yeah.
And then it just goes with some black leggings.
Yeah.
Basically.
And when it comes to the top, it's interesting because again, a lot of tops are sort of like, and I'd say due to your sort of nomadic origins, a lot of your clothing is like handmade and stuff that is specifically designed to be easy for you, sort of like tied with a sash or
easy to move around
with lacings.
Yeah.
Because again, with your tendrils, I don't know what to call them.
Yeah.
You can't exactly comfortably put a shirt on over your head. So this one is designed, it's interesting. She has a couple of designs, but one she recommends to you is sort of like, it's kind of like a jacket. It comes on the back and it kind of clasps in the front with the halter top because, again, over the head. And so it allows you that higher neckline without the uncomfort part of it. So it can kind of like clasp onto your, and it's very nice. And so you pick that out and you bring it over to Sola and he will begin the process and we will call it, let me pull something up here real quick. I had it. Is it more function over fashion, or is it still pretty fashionable?
If he can blend it in.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what sort of quality of clothing to charge you.
Fashionable or what?
I'll call it traveler's clothing for 20 credits plus the 350 for the installation. So we'll call it 370.
Okay.
Right. So, we shall now, unless there's anything anyone wants to do at this particular point. Yes.
Yeah, they're like this could be done at any point during the
12 days.
During the 12 days, and I imagine Spencer has fate on me at all times now. At which point I will not. There's no way I will be able to detect fate ever.
No.
But Koda will go ahead and, when he's alone, buy 9,000 credits worth of med packs and healing supplies.
Shoot.
Alright. So, $9,000. Crap. Alright.
Holy Toledo.
And at which point he will... Did I get a promotion after my service? Or am I still private?
I would say you're still private.
Okay.
But you're a medic, so it was kind of more of a prestigious thing.
Yeah. I will head down to...
You have 30 med packs.
Okay. I will head down to the... to where I would remember the barracks, and where...
So there would be no barracks on the station. Those are more on the ships. However, you do know there is a section where...
Or at least where there would be like recruitment or some military.
Yeah, so there is actually a section on that. So when you go to... and you can ask around, it won't be very difficult to find. There is a section down in the lower floors of the space station where the Navy has offices. Because the Carrick Station sort of runs a larger part of the Navy movements, whereas the fleet that guards the station is also sort of its own individual entity that has its own leadership, while it's also part of the Republic Navy. So you go down, and as a matter of fact, and I'm sorry I can't show these pictures. I have nowhere to put them on this screen. I wish I did, though.
I need to figure out
I'll figure that out. So this is what you see. You get in this hallway, and there's a lot of, again, the Republic banners are everywhere. The lighting is a bit less yellow down here. It's a bit more orange. And you see this long pathway that leads out to this control station where there are viewports looking out over 3 separate hangars that sort of are around this rounded section. There are a lot of troopers around here, soldiers, Navy officers mostly, and a couple of droids.
I will look out for what I recognize to be either a ground unit or type of commander in general.
Yeah. You do see towards the center there's kind of a station. There appears to be an individual whose insignia you recognize as a flight commander.
I will take, with the box of 30 med packs in hand, I will take it up and put it on his holotable, or their holotable.
You just walk up and put it on
there?
He's like,
I'll just say,
Retired Private Coda of the Medic Division of Balmora would like to make a donation.
Oh, and the flight commander is human. Actually, real quick.
Can you make sure that your ground units make good use of these?
Second. I'm just pulling up some of this. So this human male, he's kind of large. He's built. He's got hair sort of like mine, a bit longer, kind of with that side part, and a little tufted goatee here. Well, not a little, but it's a pretty decent-ish goatee. Dark hair, and dark eyes as well. He's like, oh, yes, Private. Hello. We gratefully accept this donation. It's very generous of you. Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Just make sure the boys on the ground get these and makes good use of them. They need them.
Certainly will. There's not a whole lot going on right now, but of course there are occasional skirmishes out there.
Yes.
Treaty of Coruscant's still standing, but no one's really expecting that to last much longer.
And then I'll just give him a pat on the. Oh, I'll give him a salute.
I was about to say, alright, so you give him a salute.
Yeah. And then I will make my way out.
Alright. They kind of look at you with this, like, kind of strange, like, wow, it just happened sort of look. Interesting. Alright. Is that all?
Yeah.
Alright. You just made a donation? Alright. Was there anything else anyone wanted to do for this next duration? Yes.
Miria decided on something she wants from Val.
Okay.
So what? Kind of something simple, similar to like what Ahsoka wore in the Martez sister arc. That kind of leather headband that she has on. But with nothing too spectacular. If possible, she'd like. I guess I don't know if it's leather or felt or whatever.
Leather.
Yeah, leather. She will want it like kind of navy blue, possibly to dye it navy blue so it matches her jacket. And then just like with a few like just about 5 just like metal studs along it.
Okay.
Just to keep it simple but still a little decorative. Like she's not making a huge statement.
Okay. We'll call that 10 credits.
Okay.
Is there anything else? New clothes or just a headpiece?
Just a headpiece.
Okay, just a headpiece.
Alex, do you mind if I send you something so you can make modifications?
Sure.
Thank you.
Alright. Any other activities during this stretch before we get to the modification section? Nope.
Nope.
Alright. So, sort of at the end of the several hours pass, y'all come back to the Stargazer. It's topped off, fueled. It's got all of its shield and hit dice back. It's full up on health and shields and everything, and she's pumped and ready to go.
Woo, woo.
And you all, with the courtesy of free parking due to, as to pay us, you have, you sleep in your starship in the fine quarters with good night's rests. And
montage.
Yeah, and now we go into the montage.
Montage!
I decided to make this a, just to see if we can make something interesting of this, decided to make this a group skill check.
Ooh.
So, Paul does this, and I actually really like this, so I just wanted to see this kind of an easier skill check where the way this is going to work is each of you basically, and even you mentioned when we first started, like, basically determine what specific, like, skills you could use within your, like, class abilities or your proficiencies that you could use as a means of engaging in this process and even making it easier and making it go faster. Because we're at about 12 days, but that's just baseline, like nothing truly special. So with, I think, certain amount of checks and successes, we could decrease that time, or with a certain amount of failures, we can increase that time. So the way this can work is like if you have a mechanics kit and we're proficient in it, and you're like, I will help with certain modifications to the hyperdrive, or just and something like that. I could determine a DC that you could roll and determine whether or not you are particularly effective in helping with that. So, have I explained that well enough, Paul? Pretty decently good at this.
I think you've explained that pretty well.
And so think about your skills, your abilities for your class to see if there's anything you could do that could, or even, be creative with it. Think of ways that you could, contribute to this process. And if it's like using force points, to use the force to, imbue some strength if you have that ability, or to help lift heavier objects. If you have certain tools, you can use those. And if you have a pretty good way of justifying its usage, I would definitely allow you to try it, and I encourage some creative thinking here. So we're going to go into the montage as... most of the montage...
Cue Eye of the Tiger.
Most of the montage consists of Boomy's voiceover talking about how he and Turk were lowly mechanics of a lowly station, but then we had an idea and we got some cash and we're able to open up this shop here on Carrick Station. We're very pro-Republic patriots, and we very much appreciate the ability to help good Republic citizens and privateers like yourselves. And I come from a very humble background of all sorts of tradesmen, and I chose mechanics as a way I could express my artistry. I believe mechanics is an art. And goes on about his story and how he came to be in what he's doing now. Turk doesn't speak as much. Neither do the droids that are helping them. So, who would like to make the first contribution with tools or abilities?
Remind me again all the different things that we have, or whoever.
So.
Oh, I got that. I got the information that what we're adding. We are adding a upgraded hyperdrive.
Yep.
We're getting a new transmitter and thrusters. A new flight computer. A split coupling. And a reactor, which is not the same reactor as we talked about before. It's basically, I think it's like the warp core.
Yes. Brent definitely did some research into that, so he knows which one specifically.
Okay, I will be right back, and then I know what Dex is doing.
Okay. You gonna say something, Brent?
No, just affirming what Spencer said.
Okay. So,
do you have a specific number of successes in mind?
Yeah, 3 successes, okay. 3 failures. So, whoever would like to make the first contribution.
Sure. I am proficient in a mechanics kit.
Okay.
So I think DP's help would manifest in like getting into the weeds, disconnecting and connecting whatever needs to be installed, and getting things hooked up like that.
Okay. So roll for me. We'll call it a dexterity check, since you mentioned specifically trying to get in through like the weeds and all that. Roll a dexterity check and your proficiency modifier. Let me know what you roll.
Okay.
Can I help with something?
We will get to you in a minute, but yes.
I'll her go first, because hers might change some things.
Well, I have ability that gives bonuses when I use the help action.
Okay.
So if I take the help action, I make a check, and if I succeed, whoever I'm helping gets a +2 to their check.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. All right. What is the check specifically?
It's a lore check.
Lore check. Okay. I like
it.
Make your lore check. And
I mean,
we'll call
you
this...
can be like. helping, using the force and your guidance to kind of help everyone
Yeah,
and
and
doing
I
different
think it's
things.
kind of text as like basically I use my knowledge and reflect on the things that I've learned to be able to help other people.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make your lore check.
Kind of like, what was it? You did your no, it wasn't Song of Rest, but your bard did something
I
similar.
just
didn't it?
basically did a Yeah, so we've done this stuff in my other campaign. I basically just did a continuous song of bardic inspiration that I used to permanently like buff my teammates and roll a performance check to determine how well I did it. And so yeah, it's
Okay.
basically the sort of thing.
Succeeded on my check, so I think they get a +2. Let me make sure, but I think it's a
Here.
+2.
Oh, just look right
Alright.
here.
Yeah. Pull up the B class for me. Consular.
Make
I
sure-
rolled a 19 plus Dex plus proficiency is 25.
All right, and most likely a +2, but I'm gonna go ahead and call that a success.
I hope so.
We're just gonna let Lindsay make her check here real quick, and
We're just double checking the numbers.
Yeah.
yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. I think it's under.
Is it under your subclass?
I think it is. Sorry, give me 1 sec here. Where is that? It's a feat. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's a feat.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
But it's specific, I think, to my class or something. Yeah, equal to my proficiency bonus, so it's +2.
Okay, so it's +2. Yeah. So, what did you roll specifically? Do you remember?
I rolled a 16 plus 8, so 24.
Okay, 24. Very nice. So yeah, over the course of these few days, you are able to sort of like using your knowledge and your connection to the Force, sort of like extend it out to the entire group, in being able to like
Did you get my text?
give them this boost of
I
like
know the last few times I tried sending you stuff.
knowledge and intellect
There's a
that they may
picture
not
down
that doesn't come from them. You know, that just is sort of like
Is that possible?
like a sort of inspiration that you're just like, wow, I didn't. Okay, and sort of giving them this buff over the course of these several days. And yeah, DP, you also managed. You're good at being able to crawl in the systems of the ship and getting in between certain like plates. And the hyperdrive, I would assume, is first. And so yeah, you guys, that's 2 successes. Excuse me. That's 2 successes. What else? What else do you guys have in mind?
I got nothing to help.
Spencer?
Do I?
Oh, I was just gonna say, could I use? I've got. I mean, I can do 2 different things. Is there someone else who wants to use technology? Because I can use something different.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I was gonna try and do. Maybe like
Okay.
with the flight computer, possibly.
Okay.
Perfect. And I will let you use technology. I was going to see if I could use my piloting knowledge to kind of help, kind of be like the overseer of like, hey, this is kind of what we need to do here. This is what we need to do here to make this ship work specifically. So kind of being like taking Boomy's knowledge of general ships and applying it to our ship specifically, and kind of like leading and guiding.
Yeah, I like that. Go ahead, make piloting check.
And then Morgan, your technology is wrong.
Okay, that's all right. And I get a +2 to that.
Yes.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. Yeah. So you, Boomy's a very respectful man, so he goes to you for a lot of like kind of permissions for the ship, and you and him sort of fall into this leadership. What's the word? It's not overseer. Like, what's the
Role?
What?
A leadership role?
Yeah, sort of like a leadership role, but I'm thinking of a specific term, like
Guidance.
manager, managerial, advisor. Yeah, you're basically the advisors of the installation of the features on the ship, and you. And since you spent a lot of time on the ship and a lot of time really just getting to know the ship, you have a pretty decent knowledge of how to work, and so you and Boomy fall into this pretty decent, this rhythm of being able to direct the crew and direct his team to be able to continue. Morgan, what did you want to do?
Also, can I just add? I also am helping, like actually doing things too. I'm not just
Yeah.
standing there calling things out. I'm like overseeing, but also being like, okay, here, let's do this and let's do this and fix it with it.
Yeah, Boomy's that way too. Boomy he's very good at directing like where to go, but he is also very much hands-on, like very he's very experienced. His hands pretty the long lanky fingers are callous and stuff. He's a lot of manual labor, and so you guys fall into that pretty easily. What were you gonna do?
I don't know. I thought maybe I could do something like the flight computers, kind of. I don't know, just kind of see if I can help upgrade the technology of the ship. I'm not entirely sure.
What specific skill are you hoping to use? Or is there a power, like a tech power you're planning on using?
What you were thinking about?
Yeah, I assumed that was kind of a given.
Well,
you want to use technology? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Go ahead and make a technology check. And I'm actually changing this to 5 successes because I realized there are a lot of people helping, and so it will make for more in-depth or more help. So make a technology check.
Could I also? I have potent aptitude, which essentially it adds a D4.
It's like bardic inspiration. You can give it to others unless it says you can give it to yourself.
I don't know. I just have bonus action add a D4.
I don't think it doesn't apply to you, but let me check. Let me check. Well, it's like bardic inspiration. Let me check it real quick just to be sure I am correct. Classes, engineer.
Are you serious?
Brain.
I did not do that.
Potent aptitude. On your turn, choose one creature other than yourself. Yes, so it is. It does not
doesn't mean you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Because we don't know about it doesn't mean you're not doing it.
Nice.
That's a 26.
26, Dad.
Woo!
Plus 7 in technology, baby.
So yeah, did you add the +2 on top of that?
No, so that would be a 28.
28. All right. So you guys are falling in step. You are falling in step with Boomy and his crew. You and you specifically working with the flight computer, using your technological expertise and time you've spent with Dex as well, and just knowing how to properly install this sucker and being able to wire it up to the rest of the ship so that it can do its desired outcome. And you work with specifically Boomy's droids to accomplish this, and you get it done in a pretty decent time. That is 4 successes, no failures.
Yes!
We need one more check from somebody to succeed. It can be someone who's already done something, but it has to be like a different thing, and it can't be a skill that someone else has already... Wait, no, that's not true.
No, they can do something that, so if Spencer wanted to do a technology, he could.
Yes, so it has
Let's
to
just
so
make it different.
If you've
It's
already
just
done
one
it,
that we have. That
if you've already done it, you can do it again.
Or if it's already been done, it can be done again, but you can't do the same check twice.
Yeah, you can't do the same check twice.
This is just kind of a far-fetched, but I mean, I'm proficient in athletics.
Your
and
expertise in athletics.
Expertise. 2. I have both.
Yeah, well,
proficient and expertise.
Expertise stacks on top of
Okay,
proficiency.
whatever. Expertise, and I'm proficient in acrobatics. I was thinking this is just kind of, I don't know.
Hey, throw it out there.
It's something. Maybe I could just, I don't know, maybe just jump around, almost quite literally, make my way around.
I'm gonna do it.
I was afraid that was gonna happen. And maybe just help carry things in and carry things out.
Want to be the heavy lifter?
Physical labor.
Yeah, manual labor.
Yeah.
Move things out, move things away.
Are you trying to just do this in a simple lift and carry motion, or are you trying to be acrobatic?
No, I'm trying to be extra.
She wants to.
You're being extra. Okay.
I'm trying to be extra.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
I will say for this, you're not doing any heavy lifting of the hyperdrive. I mean, you can help with that, but for bringing tools and different equipment that's lighter, but that you're trying to do it in a faster rate.
Can I use my potent aptitude with her?
Yes, sure. Go ahead.
So add a D4 to your roll.
Oh, okay.
Calls out for a scalpel, and
then
you're on the job.
Do I add the +2?
Yes, so you get a +2. This is a thing that Lindsay is doing, or the Aetop is doing throughout the whole process.
Thank you, Atoff.
Oh!
Guys.
Okay.
Another plus D4. Another plus
That's
2.
plus.
Now,
So,
have faith.
18 plus 2, so
Plus 2.
dirty.
Plus 2.
Plus your
plus
acrobatics.
Plus my.
acrobatics.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, no.
Sorry. So, 18 plus 6 plus 2.
So 24,
So 26.
26.
Man, you guys, holy crap, yeah. Aetop is,
We know what we do.
Aetop is lightning fast. She is just running
Wait,
to and from.
Ata.
Sorry, not Aetop, sorry. I got
Oh,
Excuse me?
I was about to say, I'm not really that dexterous, but okay.
Using force lightning.
You say so.
Trying to take my
Byra
money.
is
Byra.
lightning. Byra is lightning fast, moving in and out, just like jumping and vaulting and leaping over like things that are being left around, and like monkey barring from certain points on the ship and flipping up onto it to help get tools and equipment needed to where like in.
I'm just
record
like,
time.
excuse me, pardon me, just
And
like.
Show
Boomy,
off.
and especially because Boomy is he was slow earlier. Like when he walked you over to Dwarves, he was slow, but now he actually walks. He's pretty purposeful. He's not particularly fast, but
No.
he's still he keeps pace with everyone except for you. And like sometimes he's just like flying back and doing. And that is 5 successes on this check.
Less than a
And-
20.
We are
Nothing less.
amazing.
What was that, Brent?
I said nothing less than a 20.
Nothing less than 20. You guys shave. I'm gonna be freaking generous. You say 5 days off this process.
Yes.
With how much freaking high you rolled. You guys and Boomy himself is freaking surprised by how much time you guys shaved off this process. And all the
Dang,
while.
can I hire you?
Yeah. And by this point, you've all gotten your weapon modifications and your clothing modifications.
I would have gone to Val.
Yeah, like on downtime, you would have
Yeah.
gone. And do you want to look up something specific for that, or do you want me to come up with something?
I think you could come up with something.
Okay, it's kind of she comes up with like this headdress sort of thing with that she by taking measurements on how they and they don't move too close to the base. It's more towards outward, so they're pretty stationary here. So she feels pretty confident in like creating this thing that is contoured specifically to how they come out of your head that goes over kind of where your hair would be, I suppose, and kind of comes down the back that sits perfectly on where your tendrils come out, and has beads and sort of like fake jewels on them. Like well, they're not fake jewels, but not like super pricey, like really expensive ones, which I would assume would be
Gems.
your
I'll
request.
just take it.
Yeah, but it's got a really nice look to it, and
Sweet.
they're not too dangly that they would like be a nuisance, but it's contoured pretty well to your head, and Val is like just all for it. She is just like in love with the work, and she's just a joy to be around the whole time. Like she very much believes in bringing out the outer and the inner beauty of the people she works with. You also see while you're there, she is working on a hat, a very nice sort of like Cad Bane-ish hat that appears to have trying to contour itself to the Leku of a Twi'lek. And she seems very invested in that work too.
Well, it's after that.
And so I would say mark down, we'll call that 30 credits to make that headpiece for you. This is very nice, very custom made, so.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So now you have that going for you. And you guys shaved a lot of time off of that starship modification. At the end of it, Boomy's standing there, like
in shock.
Basically in shock, yeah. And again, he's got like that long neck, and the mouths of an Ithorian don't open very much, but they are slightly agape, and he's just like, well, hell.
I was hoping you would say that.
I need that hat that I have my theme music.
Never seen that much modification though that quickly. What was the final price we agreed on?
Oh shoot, let me do the math again.
A little side eye.
5,337 times 8.
There's 8 of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
42,696.
Right. Well, just due to time spent without needing labor and parts, because most of this process is labor, 42,000. Mark that down to 35,000.
His brain stalled.
Did you get
A
lost?
little buffering thing.
Yeah.
Really?
We'll mark that down to 35,000.
Dang.
Feel free to redistribute your funds however you desire. If you
Everyone
want.
gets 962 credits back.
So mark
Yay,
back
money.
the 62 credits each. That was
900.
really impressive. I really enjoyed that. You guys are. I take it you guys like did some small talk with Boomy and his people as you worked.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
How much was that? 900?
62? 962 credits. Everyone gets back.
Thank you.
I'll say, yeah, you're all very pleasant, enjoyable people. May I make a small request of you?
Yeah. By all
Who's that?
means.
I'm looking to expand my business. I get a lot of requests from the Republic to work on their bigger ships, and they're happy to supply crewmates, but it would be nice if I could have more engineers and mechanics on my team that could help with the process and make it so I don't have to waste as much time from the soldiers. So while you good fine folks are out on your business, whatever that may be, if you meet any individuals of a mechanic sensibility, engineer types, that sort of thing, please send them my way. I would very much appreciate it, and I really would love to give opportunities to those who are not as fortunate, those with considerable skill that find themselves in a place they can't get out of, as that was once my story. I like to give people that opportunity. So if you could send people
What's
here.
the name of his establishment again?
Currently is Boomy's Starship Modification Emporium.
Really clever name.
Yeah. Turk kind of gives you a little like, yeah, real creative name. And,
We will most certainly do that.
yeah, some people just don't know where to go, and I'd like to provide people that opportunity. And there's housing here on the station. It's where Turk and I stay, so it's something that people can move over here if they want. That would allow me to expand my operation and do more little by little. I'm currently in the process of looking at individuals. Thank you for this experience. It was quite something, and it was very interesting.
Well, you are of a great help to us, so I think it is more than fitting that we can spread the word about your business to other people we may come across, and hopefully we can send you some people to help you out. You have been more than generous, more than fair.
That is much appreciated. You said you were thinking of maybe doing some jobs while you waited for your employer to contact you?
Yes, we're thinking about doing something like that.
Alright, so I'll tell you this much. On the far side, on the what we'll call the galactic north side of the station, there's you can take an elevator down to the cartel bazaar. The huts are sort of officially neutral, or at least some are, so the Hut Cartel has a presence on the station, but there you can meet with the Bounty Brokers Association, and they have jobs of things you can do here in the core or further out. I don't recommend traveling too far, but of course that's your prerogative. They've got jobs you can do. There's also a group of, he looks around, of smugglers that also have jobs you could undertake. And I know also that the Republic Navy office on the lower levels is also hoping to get some people to do some jobs for them. There's a flight commander down there by the name of Juden who's looking for help regarding some potential Imperial interlopers. And so there's options there if you wish to talk about.
We're looking at Shayla.
Everyone's looking at why. So
she made the look first.
So whichever way you go, it's entirely up to you. But that's a good place to start. Anyway, I will bid you all farewell. If you want more upgrades, you come see me, and we'll talk about it.
Sounds good.
Alright, he pats you on the head.
It's been a pleasure, Boomy.
It's been a pleasure, Captain. And he, come on, Turk, come on, guys, let's go back. And he walks away with less purpose now. He's, well,
That sounds so sad.
well, it's like he's a very casual, easygoing individual, but when on the job, he is a focused man, so he's just like taking it easy, just walking like not too fast. He's probably a little tired too. You guys
Okay,
are
that
going out
sounds
this.
a little better.
You've been at this for 5 days, and they've been pretty hard-working days. and
Walking
so
with less purpose sounded
he's just
so
like he's
sad.
going much cash.
Break.
Was that Brent?
I said it was 8 hours a day. He didn't give us a lunch break.
You got lunch breaks. You got lunch breaks.
Remember, there's OSHA here, so
Yeah, Space OSHA exists. There are handrails here.
Or something? Is there like a union of ship upgrade people?
I'd
Actually,
imagine there would
during
be.
the conversation, there's like a ship, like a mechanics guild / union that Boomy is a part of. In fact, when he mentioned how like there are certain classifications, like your ship is a luxury, like a yacht vehicle, that there are certain amenities they recommend for certain types of ships. They're also like when you upgrade from tier 1 to tier 2. He in this guild union he's a part of. Makes certain like promises, like again with the yacht you would get the recreation suite basically free as part of that upgrade, and so that is a part of the service that this guild / union provides, and Boomy does talk about that. He is part of this union.
That makes me so happy. Oh my goodness.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
very
do we...
interesting.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Brent.
Just very interesting.
So what jobs do we think we're gonna take?
Well, if I know naval combat and I know our ship, I don't recommend we go much for those. We are not quite built for big starship combat. We are better at getting places quickly and getting out, or dodging things, or disguising who we are.
So
I would
oh, go ahead.
I would just say I would recommend doing a bounty, or if people are feeling a little bit more gray, a smuggling job would not hurt either.
Well, I'm open to either one. I don't mind smuggling, but I know our Jedi friends might. He does.
Real quick, as to pay us.
Yes.
You know, from your time here in the fleet and on station, especially with Fleet Admiral Oteg, that, and Aetoffer notes as well, that during the war, there was the Mandalorian blockade, which, the way it works in Star Wars is they have hyperspace lanes, which are basically kind of like a series of systems that have been charted and mapped so well that there's basically a very, very standardized, like, this is the best way to get through this section of space.
Without a chance of dying.
Yeah, without a chance of dying. Sometimes pirates might, like, force large objects, like asteroids, in the way to pull ships out of hyperspace, because ships have, like,
Safety.
fail-safes that prevent collisions with certain objects. And so, it's basically, the hyperspace trade routes are great for relaying supplies and money and goods. And during the war, over 10 years ago, there was the Mandalorian blockade. The Mandalorians sided with the Empire and blockaded what was known as the Hydean Way, which cuts basically through the eastern section of the core and the colonies and the inner rim. And it was a huge detriment to the war effort for the Republic. And during the war, a group of smugglers, led by a smuggler named Hilo Viz, smugglers and pirates, launched an all-out assault on the blockade, and with the Republic's help was actually able to break it, Master Oteg being a part of that conflict. And so smugglers are actually sort of held in, not high regard, maybe not as much anymore because it's been some time, but Master Oteg and the Republic are sort of secretly friends with smugglers because they can provide services like, as the fact that the war is not going, it's kind of like a Cold War sort of deal. In fact, this is called the Cold War, where, it's an arms race. It's about secret dealings. You don't want to be caught breaking the treaty. So smugglers are actually, at this point, a good way for the Republic to do things that it shouldn't be doing, but that it wants to do because they don't want to get caught. So actually smugglers are in pretty decent esteem at this moment.
Oh, that makes sense. So unless it's like something like very extreme, like that's what I'm saying, like it's something like extremely like we know is bad.
Yeah. But Oteg
they're
is
pretty
aware.
decent. Like they're good. Like I'm fine with them.
Yeah.
Not one space exclusively.
Oh my.
I will not.
But I'm down for either one. Bounty hunting personally sounds fun. Grenades and all that, but
Yeah, I'm down for bounty hunting.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Okay. I think it's a majority vote, so Morgan's not here, but I'll say, yeah, so you come back up to the main floor and you go across the station. Actually, you don't have to, that's just how the game works. So I'm just going to say you managed to take a turbo lift, to the other side of the station, where you come across the Cartel Bazaar, which I will describe to you using Theater of the Mind and this handy-dandy screenshot I have taken on my computer. And I'll put it over
Dandy. Screenshot.
Put it over here so you guys can see it too. So, before you see this, it's a lot more decorative and a lot more flashy than the station itself, which normally, due to the fact that it's a civilian/military place, that it has, it's a lot more uniform. This one has
so many neon lights.
Yeah, lots of neon lights. You've got greens, you've got oranges, you've got yellows, purples, and there's like these kind of like, almost like tents or awnings, sort of lean-tos that have been put up at this section, that it's like, these aren't permanent installations here amongst, on the station, but they're like sort of where people can peddle their wares. There are large cargo containers that have individuals standing next to them, sort of talking with each other. You see beings, like large beings with armors and gadgets and stuff that talk to certain things. And on the far left side, there is this large platform, which I will also pull up here, that has a hut. It's this large platform with this raised sort of seating area for this hut with this protocol droid, and it's got this really nice carpet that is in front of it with a couple other individuals. And it appears that the bounty hunters you see here are going up towards that section and talking with a couple of the people around there. No one's really interacting with the hut himself, but you do see some individuals. Actually, anyone who wants to roll a perception check for me? Actually, no. Let me rephrase. What's everyone's passive perceptions here?
He's got
16.
We don't even need to ask.
Yeah, Spencer, what is yours again?
20.
20, alright. I will say this.
Yours is 11.
Not
great.
I will say, because you have the highest, you catch sight at towards the left side of the hangar where there is the hut's stand, I suppose. I'm talking with a Cathar woman, which is sort of this cat-like race with these kind of scrunched noses. You see a familiar individual, sort of dark skin, tight curly hair that's grown a bit since you last saw him, some goatee-ish facial hair, wearing large armor, is Reller, the Mandalorian bounty hunter you met on Terrace.
Ah.
Wait, you haven't. I don't know. I don't see him.
Do I see him?
I will
Let's say you do.
Yeah.
He sees
make my way over towards him.
That's fine.
And just be like, "Hello, friend. It's been a while."
He turns, and the Cathar lady looks at him as well, and he's like, "Wow, look at this! Well, it's been some time, hasn't it? Well, I saw you on Terrace, right? Yeah, I remember you all. I remember the Nexu, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
Nexu.
it was their Nexu. You know, we are looking to earn some cash, and seeing a familiar face here, seems like you might be able to help us, point us in the right direction.
Oh, I'm sure I could. You came to the right place. You're looking for some extra cash. Let me pull up this picture. I need to see this person's name. What's that name? Alright. Yeah, let's go. Alright. Well, let me just, introduce my friend here. He gestures to the Cathar. This is Captain Belana. She is one of the bounty brokers here. And she is great at what she does. She has a very long history with Basuda over there. He gestures to the hut. He says, with Basuda, the hut. And yeah, definitely. Well, I can... I was just accepting a bounty myself, and I can certainly recommend you. Oh, let me tell you, Captain, these individuals, they can fight. I saw them take on 3 Nexu. They were doing alright, but I decided to help, so... these guys are good. They're very skilled. You can see they've got 2 Jedi here. And so, I can promise you there's a lot of great skill here. You can maybe even... if Basuda wouldn't mind, maybe give him one of the higher priority cases, one of the higher priority jobs, These are Phil Guild members' word.
We'll get it done.
And the Cathar, she's very kind of just like looking at everybody with this like not convinced look, but looks back at Reller.
Face.
Was that?
I said I keep my scarf up over my face.
Okay. She's looking at everybody. All right. You sure they're good, Reller? All right, that's... Well, then I'll see what I've got here. So, you guys are looking to hunt. What are you... What are you thinking? Anything specific? You looking,
the biggest, baddest one you got out there.
Oh boy.
Well, that's... Let me explain to you something here really quick. The Bounty Brokers Association has a sort of a system to it, the way it assigns jobs,
Of course it does.
We don't just give any newcomer the highest and biggest, baddest jobs we've got right now. However, Reller recommends you guys pretty well, so I think that maybe I can arrange for something a little more in the realm of bigger cash, but I can't promise really anything. So,
Well,
however, what's up?
I was just gonna say, Captain, is it Belanda?
Balana.
Balana. Well, Captain Balana, you tell us what jobs do you have currently, and we'll tell you what we think we can best accommodate for.
That
Or not
seems like
accommodate,
a better
accomplish.
suggestion.
All right, let me see what I've got here. All right, she kind of pulls out her data pad, starts swiping through. All right, I can eliminate small timers. Reller says you guys are good. You guys have your own ship?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
All right.
And with newly added modifications.
All right, very good. I like to hear that. People who are serious about their job. Reller's still standing there. He's kind of like standing shoulder to her. He's like nodding. He's like, yeah. He's like, see, I told you. All right, let's see. Let's see. I've got, there's one wanted alive. Imperial Defector. He, the Republic currently wants him for some information. Well, the Republic and the Empire want him.
Let's do that one.
Let's let's listen to hear what the other ones are first, then we'll decide.
Yeah. That one's wanted alive. Well, wanted alive by the Republic. Wanted also alive by the Empire. Dead if possible, or dead if necessary, I suppose. He's 50,000 dead, 75,000 alive. He's on Balmora currently. At least he was last spotted on Balmora. We've got another one. She scraped past. Alderanian rich girl went missing. Apparently local authorities aren't good enough for that, so families put out a bounty, pretty sizable one too, 60,000. And we've also got a couple team of raiders on Tatooine. Bantha poachers by the look of them. Interesting one. And we've also got, this is a recent one. It's 15,000 ahead. A group of exchange scientists, actually, ex-exchange scientists, I guess. They apparently ran away, disappeared. The exchange is kind of out for them.
That was the guys that we probably...
Oh, that one sounds familiar.
Yeah, that one does.
Went missing on Terrace. Did you say Terrace? Yeah, I did. That's interesting.
We could have gotten money.
Exchange. They're dangerous people, though. If the exchange wants these dudes, they must have done something pretty bad.
Yeah.
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
About the Alderanian girl who went missing.
Yeah.
Do you have any information as to who the family is?
One second.
Step it.
All night long. Her stomach.
Fine.
Your stomach's been growling.
It's just making a noise.
Okay, whatever you say.
We totally believe you.
He's liar.
Is that itchy? Looks itchy.
Yes.
Yeah, you should shave your face.
We're on time.
Your face tonight?
I'm looking for something. Okay.
While Austin's looking for that, thank you again to all those who are still tuned
Yes,
into
thank
our
you.
streaming.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, so she's looking through her data pad, looking through, like, the fine print. Yeah, family names you wanted?
Yes.
This girl, doesn't have a surname listed, because you didn't give me one. Names are Kogo and Asta.
Bree drops to her knees. She stands up and like rushes over to the captain. Where was she last seen? Where's the last known location?
She was last seen on Alderaan, but has since gone missing.
Ravri, do you know who this girl is?
My sister.
Da, da, da.
We might want to see what other bounties Dex said that
Hold
we
the
might-
shut up!
But Dex said.
We heard a list now, Coda. It's good to pick. Apparently one has struck a chord with Ravri, so...
Then let's probably do that one.
I agree. Let's do that one.
I'm gonna kick you in the shin. Have some tact, for heaven's sake.
This mission is successful. I will give you half of all my credits.
Who are you talking to?
Kota.
Me, I'm talking to Kota.
That's not necessary. That's okay.
What?
I'll still make sure the mission is done.
He's saying it's not necessary.
Thank you.
Alright. I mean, Mike. So yeah, you want to just take the one? I mean, it's sometimes common to take more than one if they're close by.
Maybe let us deal with this one first, and then we'll come back. And if there's any of those bounties still open, we can.
Okay.
Yeah. How far away is Alderaan from us?
Alderaan.
It's in the core, isn't it?
It's either core or colonies. Let me make sure. Alderaan.
Pretty sure it's colonies.
Core worlds.
Is it? Okay.
So be due to the chart of travel through hyperspace.
Do you have to say it like that every time?
Yes. It won't take.
With the 1.5.
With the 1.5 hyperdrive, it will take you 9 hours to reach Alderaan.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was thinking like a week or something. I didn't realize how close we were.
With a 1.5 hyperdrive, it decreases your travel time by a lot. It takes 6 hours with a class 1 hyperdrive to get to Alderaan. To get to any core world from the
Just
core.
in comparison, if we still had our 5,
it would take you 30 hours to reach Alderaan.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, so it's take you 9 hours to reach Alderaan.
Man, that's one heck of a decrease.
Yeah, that's why they're so expensive.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. I can give you the name of. Once you get, I'll transfer that information to anyone who wants it.
We'll take it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'll take the information and get it.
She'll
Make sure we're taken care of.
She'll do the thing that I've never actually seen work on any phone, where like you hold it up to another phone and it transfers the information. Like,
oh, I've done that.
She airdrops you the information. Actually,
Let's say they do that like all the time, like on 24. And I'm like, there's no way that technology would have actually worked back in the early 2000s.
She airdrops it to you. Like, she was last seen on Alderaan. There's specifics on there about where she was last seen. There should be an information broker down there that knows who she talked to, that sort of thing. We keep it very structured so that the information doesn't just get out. You know, you have to have the certain credentials to meet certain people in order to investigate the bounty. Want it alive, obviously, but yeah, if you wanted to go to Alderaan, take a look, see if you can find this lady. You're more than welcome to do so.
All right. Thank you, Captain. We will get on this immediately.
All right. Well.
Reller, would you be available to perhaps assist in this?
Stand there. Oh no, I just actually accepted my other job, so.
What is it?
Kota, shut up.
Come on, you know this. I can't tell you.
You didn't tell us last time I do.
Exactly. I can't tell you. That's kind of the scope.
We understand.
But we're friends.
This is high profile stuff.
Spencer.
Yes.
Can I have Fate, who's still stealthily following Coda, give him a little shock fraud?
Sure, go ahead.
Like right in the ankles or something.
Where are you shocking him?
Just like back shoulder, kind of like shoulder blade.
Okay.
Back of the neck. It's like right back here.
Yeah. So
you
feel
just
this.
take one point of ionic damage.
Take 1 point of ion damage. Yeah, you feel this little, like, your body kind of tenses up as there's this shock going through the back of your spine.
Surrender attack!
No.
Reller's laughing.
I never thought I'd actually use the shock prod.
Reller and the captain are laughing, actually, like, oh, that's good, I like that.
Dex, was it possible I could have hit that when you were letting me tinker with that thing?
No.
I looked back at Reller. Well, it is a shame, but perhaps sometime in the future you can assist us once more.
If we ever meet cross paths again, I'd love to. Y'all are great people. I keep saying y'all. These people wouldn't say y'all.
Everybody's Southern in Star Wars. Everybody's just Southern.
Y'all are great people, and
I mean, there's got to be a south in space, right?
It's called Tatooine.
That's like that Doctor Who quote. Lots of planets have a north.
Well, I was gonna say, listen to Cobb Vanth. He's totally like cowboy. So yep. So I'm saying, no, you're not wrong.
Lots of planets have a north.
Yeah. All right. Well,
sometimes both sunshine on a wild brat's tail.
What's your
Happy hunting.
they say Godspeed? Actually, they do say Godspeed.
Do they?
Yeah, in Last Jedi, I say Godspeed.
Oh.
I believe
There's
so.
Godspeed to you. And,
Godspeed.
Reller puts his
Thank
hand on your
you, Reller.
shoulder. Reller puts his hand on your shoulder, Robert. He says, I hope we can find her.
Thank you.
Well, I'll be off.
Can I ask something really quick?
Go ahead.
What is Ravery's alignment currently?
That's up to you, Robert. What does she see?
Despair.
No, I mean,
It's
She's
good.
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 Good, bad,
Like,
neutral.
Neutral. Like,
Okay.
there's.
Basically, what's your alignment?
I am neutral.
Okay. So, like, yellow.
Yeah, yellow.
Yellow? Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely in shock right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you wanted to roll an insight check or some sort of ability to see more specifically what she was feeling at this moment, you're capable of doing so.
I mean, I'm not gonna be too intrusive.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her have her, obviously, shock moment, so...
Yes, Alex.
You're up and down.
To see what she's feeling.
Like, up there.
Roll an insight.
I don't have eyes!
Just with my race and
Is
my
it racial
class
feature?
because
Okay.
it's I just can use. I have advantage to check
tendrils.
emotions. My little
Okay.
tendrils.
Oh, that's
do.
right. Yeah, you are good with emotions. All right, go ahead and roll insight at advantage.
Natural 20.
All right.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
All right.
Insight on you.
So, Shayla, I'm gonna ask.
And it's more like to find like emotions.
Yeah.
That's
What are
what-
your emotions doing? Like, obviously you're upset, but like, what specifically is
my one roll for the night.
like? Why are you specifically upset?
Specifically just because there has been like a sort of rift between her and her family. And there's just that sort of longing and anxiousness to get back and a lot of fear.
Okay, so obviously she's afraid, but she, you can sense, especially, that there is a sort of regret as part of this fear, something that, possibly even a sort of self-blame in this.
Cool. I'm not gonna say anything. I just wanted to see.
Don't feel
Just-
bad about rolling once and 9, rolling a nat 20. I did that.
I know. No, it was great. I'm happy. I'm fine with it. No. Okay. Cool. Good to know.
All right. Captain Balana kind of just like, all right, you have your job. Shoot flies.
Froze.
I'm good on that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just on it.
Pretty
Are we
much
frozen on
line
screen?
to the ship.
We still good?
They're frozen on our screen.
Yeah.
Oh, they are frozen. Oh, you guys are frozen. Maybe restart
think
it's
your,
Mercedes.
restart your camera on here and see if that.
Yeah. Everybody else is fine, but those guys are frozen over
Okay.
there.
Yeah, restart your not computer, but your camera. See if that.
Be that much too.
Oh, Discord for her just completely went down.
Oh, the Discord has crashed.
Yeah.
I say
Oh.
the Wi-Fi just went weird.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm connected to the
It
LAN,
was
so.
being kind of weird on my phone, and it just decided no internet connection.
Yeah, same with mine.
Okay.
internet!
Let's just
Um,
roll
Oh.
one.
Is the stream still going? Or?
Right
Yeah,
now.
so I'm connected to the LAN. I'm not connected to Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
So,
Can't connect to this network.
okay. Hey, Alex, how many are you seeing viewers on our stream right now? While we try to see if we can figure this out, I'm gonna move.
Spence has 7. Oh, they're gone.
Yeah, we just kind of crashed. However, I'm still here.
Yay!
Doesn't say on mine because I can't pull it up.
Oh.
It's the internet.
Let me see if I can switch over to one.
Maybe we should take this as an opportunity now that it's 11 o'clock to close out for the evening.
Yes, that was the Oh, we're back. We appear to be back.
Popped up on the screen.
There we go.
No loading.
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 We have Wi-Fi.
Just about to say.
There we go. We're back.
Cool.
Yes.
Access averted.
So, you all return to the Stargazer, and I will say, are you going to set out for Alderaan?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're going all around.
Put the engine in overdrive.
Kota already does damage to the ship.
Great.
You all take off out. You have clearance to take off. and you hyperspace on your way to Alderaan. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah! To find Robbery's sister.
Find Robbery's sister.
Can I?
Dang it, Austin.
No.
Can I do
Hey,
something?
when you give it the DM background story.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what happens when you give me so much backstory. Yes, Lindsay.
Can I try and cast a quick calm emotions on Robbery?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, be pacing in the
Can you just make a charisma saving throw?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
17.
Oh no, you definitely succeeded.
Plus
Well, never mind then. That didn't work.
Well, that was worth a shot. But
It's all good.
you now hyperspace out, heading towards Alderaan in the core, and we will call that tonight's session of Starships and Sarlaccs. Thank you guys for joining us.
You'll try again later.
Yes. Any technical difficulties in the stream? Thank you for everyone who joined us tonight. Thank you for those who followed, of course. Thank you, Darth Zero. Appreciate the support. Thank you to everyone who supports us.
Thank you to all my Bad Batch Week friends and
course.
Tumblr friends that tuned in. You guys are the best.
Please check us out. We're hoping to do this as much as possible, and next week we'll still hopefully do it. If anything changes, hopefully we'll find a better way to post updates and to post that we're going live and stuff like that. Tune in on our streams. Wednesdays, usually, Mercedes will stream with her sister playing Stardew Valley. Didn't do it this week, but we're hoping to. So thank you guys for joining us, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Much love.